prime time baby, mic set blaze, feed go glitch when the nerds invade. Say 2 Zuda with a pixel blade, buff weak charge like a Super Saiyan raid. Snap through static, drop that heat, glitch core flow when it got to your beat. Pink hair spiked and the aim don't miss, voice so sharp it can cut through bliss. Upload crack, no script, no chill, flex like fusion with a death beam will. Trap bass bend when I talk my lore, depth step drop like a Hellgate door. 4-seat flying, we goes through charts, mics ignite from the nerd got sparks. Streamline warp from the bars we beam, haters log off when they hear this team. No milk zone, we blast with style, Key froze up when Zay went wild. Buff reflex like a power-up glitch, R1 Broly with a future twist. Glitch in the rhythm, baseline scream, voices clapping in a pixel dream. Meta got scared when the nerds went live, oh damn LCU, here revive. Neon wave with a sits ignite, trap folk sharp with a dubstep bite. Every take break like a Joe Star line, we don't fold, we power in prime. Excalibur, Zay in the back, throwing words like calibers. Every punk glitch in a rage motif. We the truth in the net, no filters, chief. Timeline crack from the segment, drop podcast so raw, even TikTok stop. Sweat on the lens, whole stream is smoke. One wrong word and the Discord broke. The wrong arcade, we press start then delete your fade. Grace go green when the chat gets loud. Yoshi break dancing in pixel crowd. Mustard vibes drip hot off the beat. Even AI choke trying to track that heat. Level up team, chaos sign. 2 glitch gods in a nerd war line. No do-overs, just flame and fate. And we just press play, so evacuate.
Hello everybody, welcome to Lolcow Nerds. My name is Zayzooted. Well, you guys know that already, but I know with the new haircut, you might not recognize me. You guys are finally seeing it. I kind of fixed it. It's not totally there yet, so we'll see. But I hope you all are having a fantastic day because we've got another deep dive to unload on you all. So this one's going to be a little bit different because this one might not be as expected because I think I have found a wolf in sheep's clothing in the LCU. Somebody who has put on a face, you know, for too long, and I'm just finally calling it out. I mean, might have called it out before, but we're bringing it back again. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Buff, and we're going to get started.
Mazer 1123 super chatted $20.
TTS.
Charge $5 to breath air. This will solve the gray menace.
There you go. Now you guys can see us.
How you doing? It's your boy, Darth Genius. And you're watching Lolcow Nerds, and I'm here with my lovely ruler in this empire. Zayzooted, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing, Buff?
I'm actually pretty... Oh my god! Good god, our numbers are fucking big today!
And we already got our first rich bitch of the day. Mazer, shout out to you.
Bro, Mazer, good god damn, all these rich bitches! How's everybody doing today? If you are doing well, can I get a 1? If you're doing kind of shitty, can I get a W? And if you're not doing good at all, just hit that like button. But if you're feeling all 3 of those, go ahead and hit that like button anyway.
Subscribe for
we
funsies.
Have deep dive lore. Zay has informed me that some shit went down on test. Apparently, Nightmare is back to his weird business. Nightmare, I'm not starting to beef with you, but from what I've heard and what I've heard and whatever the fucking word I'm looking for, it's been fucking crazy. Apparently, this whole him being the only host on that show is starting to really grind those gears. So, Zay, can you please break it? Wait. Before you break it down, everybody look at Zay's hair.
I know.
The Sakura vibes are increasing. When are we gonna get? We're so close to the Sakura Haruno cosplay. I can fucking taste it. But no. Did you see the shit that went down on fucking Dolls real quick? Told you I was gonna do a little blurb. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's the
fill
only
me
thing
in
I
a little
really
bit because I missed it because I was getting this stuff
know.
ready.
Bro, fucking Pigtails is kind of like having like mini crash outs, like back to back, like seizures. Like she just sitting there like, I need some drama. Like she does. Like it's like they played WWE.
Mhm.
They played like a whole 1 minute of a WWE reference, like a entrance. They don't know that WWE is the biggest copywriting bitch in the motherfucking YouTube game. Do you not know Vince McMahon will come down upon you with 1,000 fucking stone cold stunners? He owns every wrestling move. I'm sorry, keep going. Go.
Played a clip of WWE that was you're good. That was a fan recorded phone video, and that got taken down by WWE. So no, we don't even touch on that shit anymore. Like we don't play around.
Like I'm not trying to be mean, Beans, but like you didn't know that? Like she had a challenge where she had to go touch grass and come back, but she played the video as she I'm just sitting there watching this shit like and the whole chat's like, stop it. No, stop it. Like you guys need to take turns. Like I would recommend this. Beans, do not bring up the clips at all. Make Sweet Tea, make Pigtails do that shit because that shit when this shit happens and you leave and they're just stuck there, just think what happens if something comes up, like an ad, like one of those really spicy ads that happen with fucking Glammy just pops up out of nowhere and that shit's just on big fucking screen, some guy holding their titties like this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm sorry. I just want to have a little fun. Thank you, Dolls, for the redirect. We're going to get into Zay's fucking test extravaganza. Do you like test? Do you like test? Do you like nightmare? I like nightmare. I'm okay with test. Hashtag fuck dead score. But she's brought to me some actual details, like some actual drama that I didn't even think. Like it's not even drama. This is like a docuseries.
Well, I was getting to the point where I was okay with him too, but then there was the whole thing that happened with Michelangelo, which I feel like was the first example. Well, okay, that's what you say, but this was the first example of what I'm going to bring up today. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to jump into everything just so I can show the people what's going on. I can show you what's going on, and I don't have to just ramble about it. So
Wait. How many likes are we at? We almost have 500 people. How many likes do we have?
I don't know, but they better be up.
No, fuck that. Like until we get to 200. I mean, lock until we get to 200. Sorry, Split Fries. I'm starting everything. Start gifting memberships because there's no reason that we should have not at least have half of the amount of people watching liking the stream. All right, keep going.
Okay. This is the beginning of the deep dive to the wolf in sheep's clothing. Later. And now you guys will probably understand that name a little bit better because our resident sheep.
Well, like 14 minutes in a show.
There we are. How are you, Nightmare?
I'm all right. How you do?
Nightmare, for today's show, I have a little idea for you. And
wait.
Funny. I think your chat's gonna like this, Nightmare.
Wait. Did you honestly think you had any say in the direction of the show today?
Nah, it's your show, but I just have a quick thing I want to say. That's all. Let me
say what you want. As long as you don't talk about fucking
all right,
dogs,
so
dude.
you've said that test is not a drama show. You said that.
So we'll start with that.
Okay, first of all, Mel thinks your hair looks beautiful.
Thank you so much, Mel.
I agree. But okay, really quick. Do you see, bro? I've been prepping Ultra in the background. I told him about how his setup needs to be. We were helping his lighting. I told him to go and calm and fucking cool. Look how I'm telling you. Did you see the Ultra you've been seeing this week?
Yeah,
Ultra's
I was
like,
gonna say.
Hey, everybody, Keem's dog, this, that, and just be getting like super excited. He literally came in there, very calm, He dressed himself up. He looked like he did his hair a little bit. He even has the low-cow test in the back. He's trying.
Wait, I'm like
He
gonna
did
show a
not
big
come in
screen
there
for the
being-
people. Look at this setup. Like he's sitting in front of like all of his like cool stuff. He's got like a nice background. He's like sitting up. He's not like laying down in bed. He's got like the TV going with like the chat in the background. Like he has.
Who is this Ultra? Who is this Ultra? This looks like little Seth Rogen. Are you gonna fuck with little Seth Rogen?
Well, so that's just where it starts. So
Can we name him Lil Rogan? Look, really quick. This is what pisses me off. Zay, you know the Ultra energy that we've dealt with. Is this the Ultra we've been dealing with? Or is this the Ultra coming into test actually trying to be a co-host?
Well, I don't think he's never actually been trying. I just think he just genuinely was a little lost. Like from talking to Ultra, he's not a bad guy. Like genuinely, guys, a lot of people are like, I'm an Ultra detractor. I hate Ultra. Give him a chance. He's new. You guys do this with every single new person who joins the LCU. You all did this with me too. Nobody's even giving him a chance. And that's what I don't fuck with. And I'm just going to be transparent. Keem has told all of the hosts to stop treating the interns like fucking shit. And here's a prime example. The second he jumps on the screen, he's like, you're late. And I know why Ultra was late. I can explain that. Ultra was in the intern chat adding people what studio he was supposed to go to because he didn't know. I guess Nightmare, when he does his intro, might do it like just on the full screen face cam. When I do my intro, I do it in the studio, but I'm deafened, so I'm already with Buff. And then I just do full screen face cam on OBS, and then I just move over to Discord.
Did you tell him that you were gonna be which studio were you gonna be in?
Yeah, so I just don't think he knew where to be. Like he might have just not been ready.
If Zay's not in a studio, I just jump in one, and then she'll jump in that one.
Exactly.
But that's just a communication that we've come up with, and we didn't even talk about that. She'll just be doing some shit, something like her hair. She just need to brush something, or she need, her cat just threw up. She need to hurry up and clean it up or something. That's what she does. We have communication. This motherfucker did not come in here shirtless. He didn't come in here on the side like this, like he normally does. He didn't come in there talking weird. This motherfucker tried his best, and you just laughed in his fucking face. I believe this man has thrown some money your way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Keep going.
No, you're good. It's time for the next clip anyways, but Gaff cleared that up for us. Gaff with the 5 said Nightmare wasn't in a studio. He came into the nerds panicking, and I told him to just jump into any open studio and Nightmare would find him. So, yeah, he didn't know where to go. There was no communication happening here. And Keem put Ultra on as a host, whether Nightmare likes it or not. Trust in him a little bit. Maybe just try and see how it goes. This is the same thing he did with Michelangelo, where he just stonewalled him and gave him no opportunity.
Why don't you just make content? If you don't like him, who cares? If you don't like him, make content. You're a content creator.
So no, you're good. We're gonna jump into like a little bit later into the stream.
Oh my God, is Ultra a knucklehead McSpazzatron? Yes. Is he weirdo? Yes. But did you give him a chance? No.
He's not even been here like 2 weeks yet. It's kind of, I hate this mentality of, an intern should come in and be perfect right off the bat. That's why they're interning. They're learning how to be a host. And he was given the opportunity to co-host with Nightmare because Nightmare doesn't have a co-host. Nightmare's like pining and pushing for Josh so hard.
Mazer.
Where is Josh? Josh did 1 episode with you. Where is he? Like, he's not showing up and doing shit. Like, it's like, I don't know. I'm just saying. Like, he's not even calling into the show.
He said it'd be different if he's not even looking like he's trying. But
you're saying he's gone until the 24th? Wait, if he's gone until the 20th, that's already like an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a really long time for him to be gone, and Nightmare's just supposed to run this like himself. Like, you can't rely on like someone who's like not there already. Like, I'm just saying.
I got an idea, but I'm not gonna say it until we get later into this. Come on.
A good say and what Test does, because Keem doesn't watch Test. Again, if you knew that, if you watched anything, you'd understand how this works, right? How Test works. Keem doesn't watch Test, so he doesn't have much of an opinion on it. So like he trusts my statements and what works. You know why? Because we went from last place to number fucking 4 last month, which was an incredible feat for us. We were number 2 in Gifted.
So let me ask you a question. So, you kind of have that like it ain't broke, don't fix it mentality, right?
No, it's not that. It's like I have the way I want to evolve it further and make it bigger and better than last month.
But you know what makes someone that's make someone really good when they're
A
able
good
to
co-host,
evolve
not
no matter
you.
the situation. When they're able to evolve no matter the situation they're in.
Oh, right. So like you when you were threatening people today with physical violence.
I mean, physical violence on a Discord server. Oh, what's gonna come of that? I don't know.
I don't know what that situation was, but starting off with just, dude, it is the ego in this video. It's the, well, I evolved this show to this point. I know what I'm doing. Fuck listening to you or anybody else. Who are you? Go.
You've been saying this shit for like a month now. That you're evolving this show. You know, this guy does not need to be here. He didn't need to throw money. He didn't need to do anything. He's coming up there because he likes you. Everybody's like, oh my God, you should go up there to test. And he should. Even that's why boss gave him the intern. And you are literally telling him like, you are not good for what I'm doing. What are you doing, Nightmare? Nightmare, you're my bud, bro. I'm like, not even as a being a dick to you. Like, what do you do? What is test about? Oh, wait.
No, I feel the
You're not a drama. You're not. No. Remember, he keeps saying the same thing that fucking Keem keeps telling you not to. You are in a drama community.
Oh, just wait.
I don't give a. Okay, go on.
Oh, just you wait, Buff. He says that in this stream. And you know, the funniest part is we're not the only people to call this out. Yo mama at one point goes on the stream and starts giving him shit, which is the next clip that I have. And he starts talking to Nightmare about it.
Well, Paranormal, didn't you act like this with Buff? Did. That's the real point right there. Did.
Now, let me clear that up as well.
Passed.
So let me clear that up as well. I understand being standoffish with a new co-host when your co-host just got fired. Grim got fired 2 weeks ago now. It's been a minute. He's been fired for enough time for him to have moved on and be ready and willing to move on his show. I don't think that he should still be having this whiny little piss poor attitude. But you know what? It got even worse. He went from this whiny little piss poor attitude, which we'll show a little later, the attitude he had with Michelangelo, just a little example of how this isn't the first time. But now he's got this ego that he thinks he's like the hottest shit in the LCU. He's like, well, I brought my show up from nothing to fourth. I could do this shit by myself. I don't need anybody. When it's like, take the help that somebody's offering you. Keem put Ultra on the show because he thinks that combination would be funny. You're saying that you think that you know better than Keem, which is the person who gave you this opportunity that you begged for, which you tried to claim that you didn't, which we all saw. We know how you got here. It was coming on Nerds and begging to be the Nerd Wrangler over and over again on multiple different streams. You're trying to out-nerd Pharaoh. We all saw that shit, so don't act like it didn't happen, Nightmare.
Bro, you were literally at the meeting that me and Zay were. You are not allowed to keep having these hangout streams where all you do is shout out your supporters. Shout out to Huge Ass, shout out to Krusty the Clown, shout out to all your biggest supporters. But literally, I'm not saying this as your enemy. I'm saying this as your friend. Your show is you not just talking. The content is not even it's not like you have you have a docket server and this is what you produce as content, even with Grim. Like, I'll give it to you. I was on your freaking, what's it called, game shows. People didn't like those, but I enjoyed it. It was something different. You can't just turn on a camera and shoot the shit. This is not what it's here for. This is not what we're here for. At the end of the day, we're not just here to entertain the people that are in our audience, the people that donate to us, but we are here to entertain Keem. We are here to either talk about what's going on in the LCU, to improve it, to make content on it. So if some detractor channel wants to clip us and make money off of us, we're going to be the first people that do it. That's why, in general, why we are a drama community first. We're going to make the money off of our bullshit before anybody else does. Mm-hmm. Second, your individual show has to be unique to you and whoever you are co-hosting it. You are not going to be the only co-host of that show. Test is not your show. Nerds is not our show. Nerds LOL Nerds is not us. It's not Zay, it's not Buff, it's Keem. This is Keem's show. You can act however you want for it. You can evolve it in any way you want. But if it's boring to Keem, you cannot do any of it. Mm-hmm. I'm not even going to talk about how your goal is just basically to go on vacation. Like, oh my God, we're setting a goal for me to go on vacation, guys. We're setting a goal for me to go on a 5-day vacation that has no Wi-Fi signal and didn't test out before, even though I could easily I don't even know how long the fucking festival is from where he lives. You couldn't go take a quick check over there? All the money you put into the equipment, to everything, to actually make this thing the way you wanted it to be. I know you said to Keen that they paid for the vlogs. Nobody is going to watch those vlogs. Let's just be honest. Same reason I want to clip all our funny moments on Nerds and put them into compilation videos. Do you know what I was told? They're not going to fucking watch it. I wanted to make workout videos of vlogs at the fucking gym. There's only 5 gooners that are going to watch that. You have to be realistic when it comes to making content in Nightmare. My bud, this is not it.
Yeah. And I don't know. It's just, I don't know. We'll just keep getting into it. We'll keep getting into it. Because I could keep going on and on about it, but I feel like these clips are honestly...
I was droning way too long. I'm sorry, but it was just so much. I'm sorry, but
mentally cooked, he doesn't understand. He's taking the piss out of you for being a creep to women in the DMs, brother.
I mean, when you say creep,
Nah, I don't think he's taking the piss on me, to be honest with you.
That answer there, and you don't think so, dude. You were living in fucking
Well, okay, what do
Neverland.
you say?
You're
What do you
playing
say
with
that was
Wendy and
scary?
Peter Pan, bro.
Let him talk, Nightmare. Come on. You have a problem.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah,
tell me what to
yeah.
do, cunt, because I'll kick you out and I'll have your mama here. 'Cause your
Nightmare,
mama's
just
far
let
more
the guy talk,
entertaining.
brother.
Listen, CD
Let
Ron,
your
Tell you
mama
what,
talk.
how about we do this? How about I remove your ass and we fucking continue the show and we actually have a good show?
Okay, and I just want to hear what this guy has to say, bro.
Yeah, I know,
What's
but
the problem?
also like this is my show, right? So like I'm speaking to him.
No, it's
But you're the one
not!
that's saying,
Super
let him
chat
talk.
$5.
You know, this clip I wanted to show especially because if you guys remember any of the previous beefs that I have ever been in with Nightmare, he was the first person to be like, this fucking cunt going over and saying, it's my show, it's my show. Look at you now, Nightmare. Oh, how the tables have turned. Look at that fucking ego on you now. And to be honest, with the way things are going, it's you and Ultra show together. So shouldn't you be saying it's our show? Because
It's
that's
not
what
even
you
about
told
our
me.
show.
That's what
What do
you
you
said
mean?
to me. I'm just saying this is what he all said to me. So if he's going by his own logic and his own rules, if we're trying to not be a hypocrite, that's what he should be doing. But you can say your show, right? Because that's what any fucking person is going to do. But the way you did it with that ego in that moment saying, no, this is my content. I'm going to run it the way I want to. When you literally have 2 people on the screen who are also there trying to have a conversation, Ultra saying he's trying to hear what your mom is trying to say. Your mom is trying to fucking speak. And every time he does, you speak over him because you think you're more important. You are the type of person who has to constantly control the narrative, control the content. You don't want people to go against you, and it shows every single time in one of these clips, and that's why he wants Josh as a host, because he wants somebody that's going to be complacent with the shit that he does. He wants somebody that's not going to go against him. He doesn't want somebody who's going to fight against him, who's just going to sit there and be like, yeah, bro, you're right. Yeah, bro, he's going to sit there and fucking dick suck him until he feels like he's right in every situation, and that's fine. But you have a control freak problem, and it's showing in every single one of these clips, and I just don't fuck with it, because you did it to Michelangelo, and now you're doing it to Ultra, and not everybody has to like Ultra, but I don't feel like it's okay to not give him his fair shake.
I don't think Nightmare should be able to choose his co-host. You didn't get to choose me.
Sometimes
I don't think he should be able to handpick himself a fucking Roxy.
nobody else gets to fucking handpick a
No.
co-host. What makes you special, Nightmare? Truthfully,
Like,
what
legit-
makes you special?
No, you want to know what it is? Because they shot past us. They shot up to 20 grand, e-begging all fucking month with fucking night, what's it called, Grim, saying all types of fucked up jokes late at night, trying to fucking egg their fucking things. They fucking, like, I'm not trying to bring up the whole thing with Michelangelo, but you remember how that shit happened. But at the same time, legit, they made a decent paycheck. It's gone to his head, and now he's thinking that he can bankroll his way to getting a whole fucking 2 host paychecks. I don't know. I'm not trying to come at you. I'm trying not to come at you, Nightmare.
I don't give a fuck.
But like my
He'll do
boy
it to
Ultra
anybody
is
else
literally
who he
on
thinks
the
he's
screen.
better
Look at
than.
him. Look at Ultra on the fucking screen. He looks like an actual streamer. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean. I don't know what this Street Fighter fucking bullshit you got going on. But I think your little glow up in your head went to your idea. I know a bunch of these lonely single women think you're schmexy and want you to, arrest them and shit. Maybe that's going to your head. Your little zest cult that you got going on. That for some reason, every time Ultra or somebody else goes in there, all 8 or 10 of you just disappear. and never go into any other VCs and then somehow just pop back all in the same VC. You've cultivated this little me echo chamber. And now that somebody else is coming and dancing to a different tune, in a better tune, maybe that you will feel mad because you are not going to be able to choose him. I feel like Ultra should stay on there for the rest of the fucking month.
All right. You ready? Because we're going back to war, baby. I set up
Please
a goal.
Please tell me to shut the fuck up.
And I need to actually make this 1 out of 20 for Mazer because, you know, I'm not going to not count your war tithe. I already know you would put it into it. So I'm setting it up. We'll go to war with him. I don't care. And I'll go in there and I'll go to war with him live tonight, bitches. Y'all love when Buff goes on to shows, but I don't really offer myself up that much to go on to shows. I'll do it this time. Oh, yeah, I'll go in there and I'll incite the war. I don't care.
I couldn't go on to lie last night because they all talked about me, but none of them said, hey, Buff, come up. And
on what show?
On live.
They did say for you to come up.
I didn't. Nobody tagged me.
Oh.
I wasn't watching this shit. I was in the meeting.
Yeah, that is fair. We did have a host meeting in the middle of live, so it was kind of like, you know.
Yeah, nobody. If I normally, you know, when somebody normally wants me to come up on live, I get like 8 fucking tags. They're summoning you. Buff Weeb, they want you. They got to come up to live. This is because Keem wasn't there to say it. If Keem said one Buff Weeb, everybody would have tagged me at once. Like, get your big black ass up there now.
Well,
oh, by the way, we got the NDF fucking emotes in the chat.
Get those badges going because it's time to fucking ride out to war again. Get those rich bitch badge at the same time you get your NDF badge.
Look, bro, look at the NDF crest I worked on this morning. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? It looks beautiful. You can't tell me why. Can we get an NDF shirt? Should we poll it? Should we make an NDF shirt?
That's actually a really good question.
We'll make an NDF. Why we need to bank on these memes. And my Homer Simpson lip. Dope. I'm actually getting used to how I look. I definitely know there's a weird underskin.
Okay, pull cooking for that. Let me grab this next clip. If you just want to vamp for like 2 seconds.
Oh, what do you mean? NDF will rise. Are we going to war?
I put it on the screen. If we can hit this goal on the screen, we want to go to war.
NDF is Kuma. Kuma wants to go to war. Kuma, you ready for war? Good boy, you ready for war?
I love war, but I need to be incited.
Come here, good boy.
Okay.
Come here.
Next clip.
January, bro, right? Like that's the thing, right? My goal was never to get a show. That was never the original.
Buff, I'm playing a clip. Buff, I'm playing a clip.
I'm sorry.
You're just good boying into the mic over and over.
And I just had a break from work and I wanted to have a bit of fun. That was literally it.
Bro, you try to get on. So I
try to do wait.
You tried out for nerds and try to be like a wrangler. Let
me explain on that.
Mazer 1123 super chatted $50. Fiddy Gang Battalion prepare for combat. NDF.
I love how it did. That was good. All right, let me update the goal for these people really quickly, and then we'll jump back into this clip. Every 50 counts as 3 20s instead of 2. It's like a little deal. So now we are 4 out of 20 for the war on Nightmare. Mazer with the 50 gang.
Do I do
coming
it?
for you.
Are we doing it?
Ready?
Are we doing it? Play it. War!
Coming.
I'm only gonna yell for 50s. I'm trying to find a way to control myself. People don't like when I yell. I used to all the time. Oh, Buffy, you just yell all the time.
I'm gonna go back in the clip just a little bit to make sure Buff can hear it all.
That's the thing, right? My goal was never to get a show. That was never the original plan. I just had a break from work and I wanted to have a bit of fun. That was literally it.
Bro, you tried to get on. So
I
nerds.
tried to do wait.
You tried out for nerds and try to be like a wrangler. Let
me explain on that. So like
the
reason why I tried, and I explained this on, I think it was either last stream or the following stream, but I did explain it, to be fair. The reason why I tried on nerds to do like the managing thing was because an idea popped into my head and I was like, that would be fucking so cool to watch. And I was like, I wonder if anyone's going to implement it. And I gave them the idea and they said, they were like, I don't know if we want to go into that. But I knew it would have done really well at the time. The idea was to add like a bully mechanic into their streams, right? So like Duncan would like water in their head or whatever, and like getting like a fucking giant locker for them to put themselves in, like something stupid like that for dono goals. I thought it would have been funny. I think would have been great at the time for like the hosts they had, right? Been great to monetize. And I even said like I didn't want to get fucking paid. I just wanted to see like cool content happen.
Right.
And the reason why I applied to do it was because I was like, fucking, if like no one's gonna listen.
Nah, I'm stopping you right there just for 2 seconds. This is the same guy, by the way, who like e-begs on stream and is like, guys, please, I quit me job. Please, please give me money. I quit me job for this. I can't even afford me bills. Please.
Wait.
Come on.
Why does everybody get the milk leaving their job but me? That's not fucking fair, Zay.
He's literally
Everybody
like every
quit
single
their
night
job.
he's on stream. I'll be a friend. Give me a 20, please. Give me a gifted. I'll do a little dance and be a friend. We can hang out in the VC. Like, come on, bro. Don't say you don't do
sound
this
like-
shit for money. We all know you
Bro.
do this shit for money. Fucking ridiculous.
Bro, hey, if we get more funding, I think I have to put a war horn. I think I got to make a war horn to battle. But by the way, we are not going to war with Test. We're going to war with Nightmare's ego.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we're going. We're going to war.
Well, I guess
Everybody
he's the
that's
only one
seen-
on Test, technically. But
And-
Ultra's
and-
supposed
no.
to be on Test. So it's like, what the
Look.
fuck?
We are not defeating Nightmare. We're defeating Nightmare's ego. If you've ever seen My Hero Academia, he is all for one. We have one for all. He's being possessed by something. We're going to destroy it.
Cyberfable super chatted $20. Hi ho, it's off to war we go.
Hell yeah, Cyberfable! And you just got your rich bitch badge. Congratulations. Let me update this goal for the people so that they know what's cooking. Oh.
Purple Flurp super chatted $20. I'd if I can back this war. Fat Grim the Chromus some hoarder is a content killer. He can go back to peddling his Temu diamonds. I love you both, but he'd never be good on tests. I'm finally starting to not hate Nightmare.
Now, Purple Flurp, I do want to respond to that. While I do feel like you don't have to agree that you like Ultra. You might not have to find him funny. But what I don't agree with is not giving him even a chance. He did the same thing to Michelangelo where he just stonewalled him. He was so fucking disrespectful and disingenuous about it, which is what I don't fuck with. He tries to act like he was always some like big fucking hot shit in the LCU when he wasn't. And that's not fair or honest. It's not. He should be giving Ultra a fair shake. If they don't vibe, then fine, whatever. But the way that he's doing it and just being like, fuck you, you're nothing. He's treating him like he's nothing. And I don't like that. That is so disrespectful.
Man, I'm looking for war horns and they can't find them. And it is fucking disrespectful, man. You're not just disrespecting, you're building up that cult mentality that we try not to. Like, look, I don't want to build a parasocial relationship. That's why I'm in the VC as much as I need to do it more. I'm not going to lie. I've been trying to actually be productive. So I haven't been in as much. But me and Zay, all we want to do is go into the VC and hang out with you guys. To actually talk, play Yu-Gi-Oh, play Magic, all type of shit. You're going to be there with me and Mazer and everybody else. But this thing on stream, we can't just keep talking to you guys. That's what we can't. I want to acknowledge you guys as much as possible. That's why I created Nerd Nami. That's why we created the Dragon Ball scanner. That's why Gaff has been behind the scenes, literally cooking up every dumb idea we come up with when he has time. Take time and put. Didn't he spend money for a whole setup for him to play the drums and shit and all that? There's all these other ideas you can do, but you choose not to, and then you have to do what every other show does. Yeah. You have to start with drama. You just have to.
But he keeps thinking that he knows better. He's like, I know better than Keem. I know better than the LCU. Also, for the people who keep asking about milkers, there is no milkers today. We have offered to take the 4 to 6 p.m. slot today, but we haven't gotten confirmation that we are. So, Keem, if you're watching and you still need somebody for that slot, we are ready and available to just go for 4 hours. But whatever they need, we are ready to take any time slots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's the pattern of behavior that's the problem. It's not who he's doing it to. It has nothing to do with that. It's the pattern of behavior of somebody with a pompous ass ego that is not deserved and tries to play this nice guy persona. People say that Rastov does this, right? They say that Rastov plays a nice guy, but he's really like behind the scenes an asshole. No. The person who does this is fucking Nightmare, and I'm calling it out today. He is a real wolf in sheep's clothing. He will act like he's a nice guy over on test. And then anytime he gets, you know, somebody who's outside of his little group of fucking people that's already in there, this is what happens.
Every time. No, like legit every fucking time. And he's so quick to critique everybody in their show and what they're doing, but never wants to look back in the mirror and reflect what he does on his show.
Yeah, speaking of critiquing, finishing off that clip of him giving ideas for nerds about how we should implement being bullied or whatever, which I know he was talking about the old nerds with this or whatever, but when you think about that, it's even funnier because not only was he not a host at that time, the show he did end up being a host on test wasn't even doing decent for I think like a month or two more until then. So for him to be like, they should have implemented my ideas, like it would have made them a lot of money. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't. If you knew anything about the Nerds fans, what you would know is they don't like punishments. Duh. Like, that's the number one thing that never fucking hits goal-wise over here is punishments. People like seeing us do funny goals, but they don't want to see us punish ourselves. They don't like that. Right. Why? Because the people like us.
Shout out to fucking Nail Slammer. He's kind of outside our community, but still part of it, apparently. He's just a beard collector. That's kind of why I look like this. And the fucked up thing is, I never said this to thank you because I've been caught up in my own fucking like self-image. I've been dealing with him, adjusting to this, but you're a real one for cutting your fucking hair. You didn't have to fucking cut it with me.
I didn't want you to be like fucked over. It was a big goal, so I wanted them to feel like it was fair and like you were, you know, getting your worth out of it.
Yeah, it's true. I never got a chance to say that to you, so I appreciate you.
The advice, and let's see if like people really want to see that, you know.
But you thought you wanted to do the whole John thing, like. But see, the John thing only lasted for too long when he did it with
not so much John,
Milkers.
Not so much John or Noopy for that matter.
Funny.
Like, yeah, John's great, but not so much like that. It was basically just being like, because I predicted what the first few episodes are going to be, which they were, right? That they were going to roll in a tangent on one subject, and one like. Two people would be talking and one people would be talking. The other one would be there playing with their fucking thumbs, right? So I was like, you know, my advice was like, through planning would have been like, okay, what shit do you all know that you can talk about? And then we'll go through that, right? So then everyone can engage. Then that was the problem that they had then. And that was before they went live. And then they...
This is exactly what I'm talking about. Prime example is somebody who does not know what works on Nerd. You've not been on the show. What I hate a lot of times is like people from like an outside perspective. If you're in the LCU, advice will be taken all the time. He's speaking from somebody at this point in time. He was not a host, and he's saying, well, I know what could fix this show. You couldn't even come in and save fucking Test, so what do you mean you could come in and save Nerds? At that point in time, Nerds was a really hard show to save. There was so much fucking going on. It needed an entire revamp. It needed a whole new fucking cast because the cast wasn't cutting it. So you think if you could have fixed that cast, nobody could have if Keem couldn't. You think you're better than Keem?
I don't know if, no, it wasn't that month. That was a previous month. But, like, they didn't save Test. Rastov did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They love to be like, oh, well, we were the 4th place show that month. You weren't the 4th place show because of you. It was because of Rastov. He literally came in and raised you guys like $3,000 in one night. Stop being so fucking disingenuous about how shit went down. We were all here. We all remember it. And you know what? For the people who weren't here, I'll just show them what fucking happened.
Bring it up. Come on.
Big Grim. I mean, I think that was the whole Leppy episode and stuffing them in lockers and all that other stuff like that. Big Grim seems like he would get in a locker. Got to be a big locker, but
right.
I mean, he's willing to do crazy shit.
Let me explain, because that's not what Test is, bro. Like, this is the thing.
You can make Test whatever you want.
I have made Test what I want it to be, and what I've made Test has made it literally fucking super successful. It's doing great.
Super successful.
You have not done nothing. Huge Ass has done something. Khan has done something.
And
a lot of your community has done something.
Let's call it out exactly like Keem did the other day. I tried to find this clip, but I couldn't remember. It was on one episode of Live where he said this. The only reason that your show has the fans, got the money, whatever, is because you built up these weird parasocial relationships with people by making them feel like they're special. Your entire stream is you sitting there, huge ass, hell yeah, 10 gifted, come on. And then every time you get a gifted member, not only did you copy our dancing thing, you do it for fucking much longer and turned it into, I don't even like Yoshi dances anymore. Cause of you, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, I watch this shit and I'm just like, super successful in what world? Are we living on the same planet? Super successful. This show is running off of the backs of the parasocial relationships you've built in the Discord. And, shout out to them for wanting to keep your show alive because they think you're this super fucking nice guy. But time and time again, I get proven you're not a nice guy and I was always right about you. And you know what? I try to be fucking nice. Your fans are nice, but you do not prove to me you are a nice guy. This is not how you fucking treat people.
No, like, it went from him being this cry apologetic guy. What did he go do at that film festival? Did he just go dom 8 guys back to back? Like, I'm a man. Nobody can tell you what to do. This is my show. This is not your show. This is King's show. And don't you know, you can go. If you don't know, like, I'm not trying to be mean, man, but like, legit, like, what the fuck are you doing?
That part. It's like acting like you built up anything in this universe. The only reason any of us have shit is because of Keem. So fucking acknowledge that. We built up nerds, but only because Keem handed us this fucking show and said, here, guys, cook. He handed you tests and said, here, cook. But you know what you didn't do? Build it up on your own. You built up parasocial relationships because you saw an easy way out. Also, Gav, thank you for the 5 gifted. We got a Yoshi dance for him.
I know. Hold on.
Painful now.
Una más, por favor. Speaking of that, did you see that clip I edited?
No.
Oh, man, I edited one of our old clips.
Oh, God.
All right, no, let's go look back at episode 100. No. Oh, well, we'll do. I got some test shit up when you're
done. Let me finish up this clip because it's almost done, and then we'll play that one next.
Like, this is the thing. Like, it's doing amazing. I'm very, very proud of what we have. Even with just myself, we're number 5 on the complete rankings, right? I've had literally essentially a week and a half off. I've had a week and a half off essentially, right? And I'm number 8 on fucking donations, and on gifted, I'm number 6. On my own.
Mama, come on the show more often.
There are 10 shows. He just said he is number 8 on Super Chats. And he is
wait,
number...
Wait. He said number 8?
Yes. There are 10 shows. I repeat, 10 shows. Super successful in what world? You know what super successful is? Being on top across the board. Rewind is an example of super successful. They are always on top across the whole board. Live is super successful. Number 1 across the whole board. Queens, another example of a show that was previously super successful. They were number 2 or 3 across the whole board. You think number 8 in Super Chats is super successful enough to be giving anybody any fucking advice?
Drama alert, super chatted $19.99. Win.
Hey, boss.
Drama alert just said win?
Win. We will win. We'll win this fucking war. Because no. Hold on. Like, let me just go ahead. Because he said
that was his wartime.
Keem trusts my opinion. Keem trusts my opinion. He doesn't have time to watch my show, so he just trusts my fucking opinion. All right, this is the opinion that he trusts right here. This is the successful show that he brags about. Here, you gonna watch them?
Oh, I'm ready.
It's on it late at night. All right, let's go.
Can you full screen the clip?
Yeah, are you sure?
Oh, brother. You get another one, man. Actually, another one as well.
What was that?
Rum ham.
Jeez. Oh, has it stopped working?
Look how successful this is.
Is his audio that low, or do you have it low? You got to turn that up. It looks like
Wait,
your
what
clip.
now?
You gotta turn the audio up. I can barely hear this clip.
Oh, I can. That makes more sense. My bad. Better?
Yep.
It's done it again. There's no fucking way. Oh, come with a fucking 10. Rumham, brother, man. Diolch yn fawr, you mad bastard.
Remember the meeting we just had?
No
That's all I wanted to
hate.
say.
Questlala just gifted one to our testes.
Diolch yn...
Man, can we
It's
have a
lit-
show
How
where we
many
just... can
times
we have
does he say Diokambao in a fucking stream?
Oh, man, look. Can we have a show where we just thank the donations? We're going to do that for the last 5 minutes.
Well, Squishlala.
Rum ham.
Rum ham.
It did fucking break again. It
Mhm.
did break again.
Yeah,
which
broke.
is Really,
Uh-huh.
really fucking annoying,
Riveting.
actually.
I can't do any more of
Riveting.
this. Take this off. I can't do any
All
more
right,
of this.
I-
This is
you wanted
ruining
to full
You're
screen this
ruining
shit.
our show with this show.
Bro, I'm just saying, like, you wanted a full screen
This is the
shit.
content, though, that he thinks. He's like, this is the content that is super successful across the whole board, guys. His show's super successful. Take his advice, guys. Remember, he's on top, baby. You know? Holy shit. That actually
Oh my-
blew me. I haven't even
Why-
seen that clip, and that shit just blew me.
That was from 6 days ago. That was episode 100. Woo! Episode 100, people!
What a real
100
celebration. Just
episodes
him
of-
sitting there with a cigarette in his mouth. Rum ham.
100
Diakom
episodes
Bao.
of boring shit. Diakom Bao, everybody. Rum ham.
Dude, he doesn't even sound like he's happy. He's just like, Diakom guys. Thanks.
Just waiting for the
Rum
money to
ham.
pool in. That's a really good show. Love that. Low cow, give me money.
I can't, bro.
Dude, on my fucking own. So if that doesn't tell you this formula works, I don't know what to say. Like, you know, this is a thing.
But see, the thing is, I don't think honestly, I don't think Keemstar gives a shit about donos or donations or anything like that.
Yeah.
If he doesn't watch you, or you're not making anything early in the morning that you've done something that another show is like, did you see this show yesterday? Blah
Well,
blah
I've done
blah.
that.
It's just like you're hidden. And then he comes back and he says, "Why the fuck do I even have this? I don't care what
No,
these
but
numbers say.
that's not what's
I've
happening,
never
though.
watched this show."
No.
You literally self-admitted that that's exactly what's happening. You literally said earlier in the clips we played, Keem doesn't watch the show. Why do you think that is? Do you think it's because Keem's not awake or whatever? No. If your show was watchable in the morning or whenever he has time, he would put that shit on 2X and watch it. But you know what? It's not watchable.
The main focus of what we are trying to do and what every show should be trying to do is be 100% rewatchable. If you can't rewatch a stream, it shouldn't have been streamed in the fucking first place. That's simple as that. And we're not going to act like every fucking stream we do is going to be rewatchable. We're going to try from now on to make it even more. But legit, from what I've seen, how the fuck did Yo Mama just cook that fucking hard?
Because Yo
He's
Mama
rich.
has
He
been
does not.
in
He
the
does not give a
universe.
fuck about. He does not give a fuck about how much money you made. He gives a fuck about how many views you got, how impactful you were. Did you go viral? Is there something Rewind can talk about? Is it something that LCU can talk about? Yes or fucking no? You
Do
should
you
be
look
making
at
money
that
just
clip?
off your personality in general. Sorry.
That clip that we showed, that video we showed, that Buff pulled up. Do you look at that nightmare and think, yeah, I'm gonna send this one to Rewind? What of your also this festival stream, by the way? He hyped up so much this fucking
Vacation.
festival stream.
Vacation.
Yeah, he got a funded vacation because let's go back and watch any of that stream. I'm not going to though. Why? Do you guys want to be tortured with seeing Nightmare sitting sunburnt in a yellow tent? That's all it is. I've tried to watch that shit. It's literally him just sitting in a yellow tent the entire stream, just with a phone like this close to his face. Do you think that's content? That's what the people paid for when you said festival content? All this shit you said you were going to do at a festival and did none of it?
They paid for the vlogs. That's already they paid for my vlogs.
Oh yeah, that was what he said. Like, you know,
vlogs.
the
My
reason
vlogs,
that
they
it
paid
doesn't
for my
matter
vlogs.
is they played for
Doesn't
the
matter.
vlog content. You know,
The
that
money's
like
already made.
5 fucking people are gonna see because you have like fucking 10 members.
Vlogs.
Oh
I
wait,
made the
no, you have a
vlogs.
bunch because you get gifted by the same 5 people every night. And then do any of those members actually ever retain into cash cows? Do any of those gifted you get turn into cash cows? Just
Vlogs.
curious.
I like vlogs. I make serious vlogs. I make serious vlogs. Do you know that?
Yeah, definitely. So serious. Okay.
Serious vlogs.
So, hold up. Let me get this next timestamp up.
Oh my God. Once in the chat if you're enjoying this deep dive. I want to see what's going on. I want to see your fucking, your feedback, people. What's going on? How you feeling about it? I like it so far.
Yeah, I kind of surprised him with this one. I only gave him like a little teaser as to what it was going to be.
I woke up this morning
He thought it was going to be boring. He literally said, I think this one's going to be boring.
I legit did. She explained the concept. No, really. It really was somebody else that explained the concept, and I'm like, that sounds boring as fuck. Why the fuck are we doing that? You're going to get us in trouble. And then I'd never seen any of this. I've been passing out early lately. So this
Trust
is gold.
in his methods, I'm telling you. He cooks.
Meth? Hey, calm down. You're in Florida.
No, that's Flocka. You got it wrong.
I know.
Bro,
you're
you
a fucking
understand-
thick retard, and you don't know what you're talking about.
That's very true. That's very true. But I'm not saying.
Like I said, I'll cover drama when it's relevant to test or it's
I'm
something
not even
fucking
telling
big.
you to cover the drama. I'm not telling you to cover the drama. But when you say that automatically, if your boss say, I think you might match with this guy, and I want to see this, you should give that 100% effort.
Exactly. That's my entire point.
But I do give my effort. What do you mean?
I'm just going to no, you automatically already said, nah, I'm not fucking with you. I don't give a fuck.
Bruh, he's coming in with that monotone energy, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
Monotone energy? He didn't even get a word out before you started attacking him. You're like, you're 14 minutes late. You weren't in a live on air studio. Where was bro supposed to go? He's an intern. He doesn't know any better. He doesn't know your fucking method. You didn't communicate anything to him, and you're just expecting him read my mind, telepathy, and know where to go. Like, you're such a dick, bro. You're such a dick. I can't even fucking...
Monotoned fucking tone? Like, what do you mean? If he would have came in there like, oh my God, Nightmare, I'm so ready to do this thing. Oh, he's too hyper. Hey, Nightmare, I'm just trying to do the show. Oh, he's too monotoned. Like, it didn't matter what the fuck he did. He could have came in there literally like gold, radiating fucking sunshine. And this motherfucker would be like, too shiny, don't care. No one does anything.
He will have a problem with anybody.
Show. I can do what I want.
This goes exactly back to what I was saying. He will have a problem with anybody he doesn't choose because he has a problem with control. Look at this fucking shit. He's being like, he's monotone. He wasn't even acting like that. He's a fucking control freak. He thinks that the show needs to go exactly how he fucking wants. Why? Not because the show is successful on its own. It would not be successful without the fucking 5 to 10 people that support it. Why? Because those parasocial relationships he's built up is what supports that show. And without those 10 people, he knows he'd have nothing. So he has to keep stroking their cocks and their egos by making the show into what they want, because he lets the chat run his show. But not even the chat, just the 10 people that donate.
What do you mean? Like, look,
10 might be a stretch, to be honest. I don't know.
Even when we took the fucking, like, people forgot that. We bit the bullet and took that time slot. Even at that time slot, we still put on, there's some good 2 a.m. nerd shows. I'm not going to lie. They're kind of rewatchable. When I crashed out a little bit by being grumpy, that was pretty fucking entertaining. Like, we still try to put on a show. I'm not gonna lie. Do you know who tried to put on the show? I'm not gonna lie. It was Grimm, the dude that was making Nazi jokes. And that's
but that's
up.
not the type of show that we want in the universe. And he can't get past that. He's still stuck on those ideas of, oh, we gotta bro out and make this the bros club. It's a hangout bro stream. We can't talk about LCU drama. Everybody comes over here to bro out. Nobody wants to sit there and watch a bro out. Maybe 100 people, 200. What do they get? 300, 400 viewers? And it's only because of a redirect at this point. When Test was relying just on its own, y'all viewers sucked. Be honest.
That's it. Man, they got those cult following from those people that stay up that late. Simple as that.
The energy you want the guy to come in with. He tried to.
Something that he brought in with the other shows. Look at this
guy,
retard.
bro.
You were taking accountability and now you're fucking falling out because you have one person that agrees with you.
No, it ain't one person. It's a couple of people that's just like, I don't know. I don't like the guy. But I just want to see. I want to see the dynamic. I want to see.
When he fucking watches an episode, puts in some fucking effort into actually getting the show to fucking work, then yeah, all right, I would have considered it. But he didn't even fucking bother.
I watched multiple episodes.
This is his first episode. This is his first chance to be on a show. You've given nothing. You literally gave him no opportunity to even try to be good. You just sat there and argued with him and were like, fuck you. You're an asshole. You give him a chance, bro. Me and Buff argued. But you know what? I sat there and had a conversation with them. You want to go back and rewatch the stream? Because you can go. Anyone who says that I did the same thing to Buff, go rewatch that shit. Because I had a conversation with him.
Next time we have a long episode, we're gonna clip together like the first beginnings of like our first 3 shows, into like a 6-minute video, and we're gonna watch how we evolved. This evolution that you speak of, Nightmare, we're already doing that. That's why everybody was so confused how we went from like hating each other to actually working together. Because we still have problems, but we're here to put on a fucking show. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to put on a show, my Roger.
Show your audience you care about them, and instead of constantly catering to the few, cater to the many people in the LCU who would love to tune into Test at that time, but can't because you sit there and just talk to the 5 to 10 people in your chat, stroking their cocks the entire fucking stream. Nobody wants to watch that shit.
Diak.
Oh God, you watched the episodes are not relevant. You fucking clown.
Why does that matter?
You're not a clown. You're the entire fucking circus. You are the entire circus.
Wow, very funny, bro.
Yeah, as funny as your fucking jokes, dipstick. What the fuck are you talking about?
The man loves the ladies. You can play off of that.
Oh, yeah. He's a fucking creep to women. That's why I want as a fucking co-host. That's
I might creep to women.
On, bro.
You are a fucking weirdo to women,
I might creep to women.
You've
never slid in a female's DM. In your life. You've never slid in a female's
Fulfill
DM.
Super chatted 30.
That's also a fair point. You know, I'm not gonna say you can't slide into a girl's DMs. Whatever. I don't know the whole situation.
Wait. I got 2 things to respond to. One that's in the chat, one that's here. But I'll start with this one that's more relevant. Look at how you are dressed, and you can't call people clowns. You get what I'm saying? You have more fucking. You look like a fucking acupuncture victim, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about people looking like clowns? You look like if the word progressive person was a picture of them, it would be you there. Like, I'm not saying, like, if anybody is the clown, is you, Nightmare. You've become the LCU Karen, and that is why you are a lolcow. That is the reason why you're here. Look at you. Go look at it. I'll take a picture. Pull that shit up. Pull that clip back up and just pause it for me, Zay.
I got you. Hold up. I have the next clip, but it'll work.
Yeah, that'll work too. That'll work even better. I need to see this. I need to look at this. All right. I want you to. One of these ones is not like the other. One of these people is a clown. Which person has very colorful, clothes? This guy. Who has the dyed hair and all the piercings? This guy. Like, everybody here looks pretty normal. Besides one that's using the green screen, the one that's in complete darkness in the background, the one that's been wearing the same Ozzy Osbourne sunglasses for about 8 months, the guy that's wearing a fucking Fight the Power fucking thing with his weird fucking Justin Bieber hair poking out the top, kind of looking like dog fur. He's a weird fucking Johnny Depp midget ripoff, and I don't know why. Don't talk about my bud like that. Don't talk about this shit when you are literally a walking, talking Jackson Pollock painting. Don't you fucking do that. Don't throw stones in a glass house, Nightmare, because at the end of the day, I will come straight at you. Purple Flirt, I'm not talking about you. You rock it with style, not like this guy. I like your Dragon Ball Z tattoos, but don't for a fact call somebody else a clown when you dress the way you dress at the same time. Fuck that.
Oh, that was the right clip. I should have just left it up.
Might be the first step
I
to
need a
some
pen.
actual common ground.
Have we got enough?
Huh?
Do I take a rip for the next dono or for the ones we already have?
Do one for the next dono.
Okay.
Next 20 that comes in, we'll take a pen rip.
Yeah.
I don't know. All I'm saying is fucking. I like asking for fucking consent to go into someone's DMs. You know what I mean? I don't like fucking being creeps to fucking people. I'm just saying.
I've already apologized multiple times.
You know what, Nightmare? I'm gonna tell you what the problem with you, Nightmare. I'm gonna tell you the problem with you. You too caring, bro. You way too caring, bro.
Yeah, sorry. I care about people's fucking, whether people actually want.
You are a sensitive bitch. It's not that you care about people. You care about having control. You'll slide into the DMs of whatever fans on your show. You don't care. I bet you that. Just saying.
We gotta save this man from himself. NDF. I need to spam NDF emotes in the chat. We gotta go save this man from himself. Like, this is like legit.
That's what I'm saying. He needs this war on his ego, and I will be the one who goes in. I don't give a fuck. We have to save him. We literally have to save him. Like, there's no I do not understand. Why didn't you just make this content? Our donations aren't high enough for me to go straight off. But He literally sits there and says he doesn't want to cover drama on the stream, and then Yo Mama literally has to like walk back and be like, oh, I wasn't telling you to cover drama, because he gets so fucking upset when he's told to cover drama, when it's like, dude, you are in the LCU. What does the fucking lolcow universe thrive off of? Drama. What constantly goes on in the LCU? Drama. And it's like, dude, this is the same guy who lets Grimm talk about the World War II shit he was talking about, but sliding in a girl's DMs is too far for you. You are a Karen only when it applies. You are a Karen only when it's not your fucking homies. You'll have your little good old boys club streams going on over on fucking Test. We all know what you fucking did. And to be honest, we showed another clip, one of the Sundays, and only like 70 people got to see it, of Grimm talking about fucking like slave shit with Shockmouth. Y'all were setting up a fucking good old boys club in the LCU. So don't talk about all this shit and how you didn't know, because you were on stream with him, not telling him to stop that shit. But you'll sit over here and be like, oh, fat Grimm can't slide into a girl's DMs. Bruh.
Hold on. Nightmare. You're going down the same fucking egotistical pipeline that fucking Grimm did. You can sit here and let this shit get to your head like, oh, I this is my show. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Oh, I know what's going to make content. Oh, I know what's going to bring in the money. No, the fuck you don't.
And if you
obviously fucking... No, hold on, Zay. No, because this shit makes no fucking sense. As an actual fucking content creator, you would make fucking content. You would take Ultra, and if you didn't like him, you would banter with him. You'd make fun with him. Even Twiggy made fucking content out of this guy. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You are building a fucking good old boys club, like they said. Some weird parasocial fucking shit. Not a damn show. Get your fucking shit together or get the fuck out. It makes no fucking sense. Like, what are you doing right now? Welcome to Cash Cow, Kenzie. What the fuck are you doing right now? Grandstanding on to the point where fucking a person that's not even a host, shout out to fucking Yo Mama, a fucking real ass Roger, a real ass motherfucker that had to put your ass in your fucking place. You fucking boy band built motherfucker. Oh.
You know it's bad when you got bumped this bad.
Fucking to be invaded in the DMs, bro.
You got in that beef with Billy because you were straight up Karen.
No. I got into that beef with Billy because I had a lot of other shit going on, and I was sleep deprived the shit. No, your mama. You're not gonna speak to me, bro. Okay? Look, you're not gonna speak to me. I got into that beef because I was so sleep deprived and I had a lot of other personal shit going on. I took a massive L for that. I took full accountability. Like, bro, it is what it is.
Hold on. You just said this man can't make an excuse for being drunk.
I'm not. I'm taking full accountability.
Sleep deprived. You shouldn't even bring up the sleep deprived thing.
Yeah.
How are you taking full accountability? Taking full accountability means, yeah, I fucked up. Not saying, yeah, I fucked up, but the second you say but, you are no longer taking full accountability. You take that full accountability statement and you throw it out the window, because anytime you try to justify something, it doesn't matter what your reasons were. That is a justification. You are making excuses and nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck if you were sleep deprived and depressed. We're all sleep deprived, bitch. You think anybody else gets sleep in the LCU? And to be honest, you do a 2-hour show. You don't manage any other shows. You don't fucking call into most shows. So you've hosted maybe half of the shows that I've hosted as like a backup person. So where are you so sleep deprived? Oh, because you spend all night in VC with your parasocial friends? That's your own fault. You can go to bed. You have problems with sleep? Take medicine. I don't fucking know, bro. But it ain't nobody else's fault that you're sleep deprived but your own. You do a 2-hour show. It doesn't take that long to plan a fucking hangout stream. So where are you not getting sleep? Your own fucking fault. Nobody's fault but your own. You want to know where he's not
getting sleep at, Zay? First of all, Zay is the only person here that can claim sleep deprivation. Like, one of the only people. There's that and Billy. But, you know, this is what kills me, this shit. You have so many times to actually fucking go to sleep. Every time after a show, you know what you're doing? You're literally in test VC. I get it. You want to hang out with your fans. That's very good to hang out with your fans. I like to hang out with my fans. But you know what comes first? Sleep. You want to actually stay up for the actual relevant shows, and I'm sorry. Maybe you should get a little bit of nappy nap. Maybe that's the reason why you can't be an actual content creator. Maybe that's why you're butt hurt baby sensitive about every fucking thing. It makes no fucking sense. You'd rather fucking grandstand on a person that was literally given to you because you have no co-host. You have nothing. We watched a clip of what your show is. I fucking need a nap. Golly, I need a pen. I need. Oh my god.
I know. I'm like waiting for the pen rip. I fucking can't
Because
do shit.
it was a factor, but I'm still taking full accountability though.
You didn't take full accountability.
No, I did. I said no. When I apologized, actually, no, wait. When I apologized, I said I brought it up and I said, but I don't want that to distract from the fact that I've made these fuck ups. I'm a fucking full-on adult, and I know that I made these fuck ups.
If you don't want it to detract from the fact that you made these fuck ups, then maybe don't mention it. But your little sorry fucking Karen ass has to be like, I'm a victim. Nothing can ever be my fault. Even in the Grimm situation, you couldn't just sit there and be like, yeah, I fucked up. I should have told Grimm not to do that. You had to be like, but no, like this reason. Fuck off with that shit. Nobody cares why. Just own up to your shit and say you're sorry. When I got in trouble for saying the fucking T-slur on stream, what did I do? I sat there and I said, oopsies, I kind of did just say that. My bad. I took my punishment on the chin, did that shit for a week and did it. You can't ever just fucking do that, and it's so lame of you. You always have an excuse for every fucking thing that you do. Nobody cares why you fucking cried like a little Karen to Billy, but you did. You're a little bitch, and nothing changes that. It doesn't matter why you're a little bitch. You just are.
Regardless, it's my responsibility to make sure I get appropriate sleep. It's my responsibility to make sure I control my shit. That's what I said immediately after fucking mention. This is the thing, right? I didn't say I'm sorry, but I said, well, this is the situation. But that don't fucking matter. I need to.
We literally just watched you say, I'm sorry, but. How are you going to say, I didn't just say that? And we literally watched you, word for word, just say that. Are you dumb or fucking stupid? Because you realize you're on camera saying this dumbass shit and we could just go back and play it?
Bro, look, first of all, like, he's developing the fucking Roxy syndrome. I'm going to do some dumb shit and then act like I didn't know what I was doing. Like, man, I'm trying to talk too much about what the fuck happens in our meetings. I don't know what we're allowed to talk about. I want to keep that private. But, like the excuses that he came up when he was pressured. Every time he'll boisterously do all this extra fucking shit, all this really whiny Karen shit, and then when he's approached, just like he did before, this didn't. How long ago was he crying about like being sorry and about being like, I need to step back in and realize? Remember when we had to hype this man up after fucking Grimm got fired, and now I feel like it went to his head because we told him you have to think about what you did to build the show. You know, the show was more than Nightmare and Grimm. You know, he was a part of it. And now it's literally been like, Grimm wasn't even what made the show. It was me. Nightmare all along. No, motherfucker, it's not you.
No. Nobody built up his ego like this. That shit was fake. When he was doing that, oh, I'm sorry, guys, that was fake. It was PR move. It was him trying to show to the screen, I'm a nice guy. And even I fucking fell for that shit and was trying to fucking be nice to him. Never again. The first time I read somebody's character, that's what I'm following every time from now on. Why? Because I saw that he was a fucking asshole. I saw that he was an egotistical weirdo from the jump. He's proved to me every single time that I was right on that. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt more than once. And you know what? You're an asshole. You're on screen right now literally saying to someone they're a fucking tubby retard, saying that you don't respect their opinions when they are brand new to this universe, haven't even been given an opportunity. And you remember how you joined this universe, Nightmare? Because you were just a viewer at 1.2. You were a host after me. You were a host slightly before Buff, I think. You have not been in this universe so long to the point that you should be telling people that you know better than them. You have a lot to learn. All of us do. So stop thinking that you are better than everybody here. Nobody built up your ego. You always had this ego, but you were hiding it. You are the definition of a wolf in sheep's clothing, bro.
No, it legit is. It's the same thing. Like he'll cry in private, and then be up here, be like, "Oh no, I'm big and bad. I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing. I'm better than all this shit." You didn't know better when you got fired with some dumb shit that fucking happened with Roxy. Remember that? Remember when Keem told you specifically not to do something, and then you still did it? Doesn't sound like somebody that knows what they're doing. Sounds like somebody that needs a buddy or like a co-host to like tell them they're being a dumb motherfucker. Like, that's what me and Zay do to each other. Her more than me, but still, it's like, we all have our moments. But instead, you don't have somebody there to check you. You don't have, like you said, Keem doesn't watch the show, so you just kind of lie to him how it's going.
He doesn't want a co-host to check him, though. He wants a co-host that's gonna sit there and literally fucking suck his dick under the table just like fucking Grim did. That's why he's sitting there and saying, I have to handpick my co-host by the balls, because if not, he's not gonna have that fucking control that he needs on his fucking show. And it's lame. I don't fuck with that. I didn't get to handpick my co-host. Xylee didn't get to handpick her co-host. Almost nobody in the LCU got to handpick their co-host. You're not Tina D. You're not Boogie. I don't know why you think that you're so special. You were gifted the option to have a say in your co-host. Be happy about it. All right, let's finish this up.
We gotta go to war.
I know. They gotta get these tithes in. I'm ready.
You've been here.
No, I'm not getting talked over my own show. Your mom, have you got any final words?
It took you a while to come over. It took you a while to come to take
okay, bye-bye. Dude, I'm not getting fucking railroaded on my own fucking show, bro. I'm trying to speak to you. If you ain't gonna speak back, bye-bye. That's all I'm fucking gonna say.
Trying to speak to you if you're not going to speak back. Every time Yo Mama tried to speak, you started screaming over him. How is that a conversation? You don't want to talk to him. You just want to say what you want to say, get your piece out, and then try to make everybody else look stupid. But because Yo Mama was actually hitting you with some logic, you would have kicked him.
Hey, Nightmare, that's a really bad bruise right there, right on that ego right there. That looks bad. Maybe like take the criticism, and it won't hurt that bad, man. You know, criticism is like a lubricant for your ego to be smashed into bits. And you need that. You need that because, like, he was skull fucking your ego there, and you didn't like it.
He only wants people on his show that agree
for him to handle.
He really only wants people on his show that agree with him.
You're not going to get a Deox sucker. You're not going to get a Roxy. You're just not. You can. Who is John? Who the fuck is John?
The one that was like the mod previously or whatever.
That guy?
He was like the Milkers Wrangler for like a week or something.
Okay. I'm not saying John's bad, but I feel like he has better things to do. But
no.
All right, bro. I'll call you.
Tell you what, do some fucking research, and maybe you'll get fucking pulled in the future. How about that? But you're not coming on another show because you've literally derailed all the content planned for today for nothing.
You don't have the final say.
Nothing.
If Keem
bro,
says,
I'll be speaking to Keem about it. Don't you worry. I'll speak to him about like, dude, this isn't it.
Keem.
This isn't it. This is fucking derailed everything. No one wants to see it. Everyone.
Let Nightmare try to spin the narrative.
Shut the fuck up, you tubby retard. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
You're tubby.
He calls her a tubby retard, I think, in 4 different clips now. Like, come on, bro. Get a better insult.
Hold on. Could somebody send me the picture of Nightmare as
get us that picture of Nightmare at Fat Camp, bro. Don't be calling nobody tubby.
No, like, remember the black suit, the black shirt? He was sitting there after he got fired with Glammy's wedding. He's sitting by the door, taking up like 3/3 of the door. Yeah, he's tubby. Oh my God, he lost like 5 pounds.
And this whole little, I'm gonna go snitch to Keem, and I'm gonna make sure. Do you really think that Keem, the guy who put Ultra on the show, is gonna listen to you and be like, yes, Nightmare, you, the god of test, I will remove him at your will, your whim, your way. Thank you.
Hey, my dude, he's back!
Paradoxical with the 10 said, hey guys, been working so much OT to pay for my trip. I picked up the ring. And the proposal is happening a week from today. I miss you guys and will be back to all my PayPick memberships in July. We can't wait to see you back, Paradoxical. Everybody drop W's for him, and hopefully the engagement goes well.
Spoil that woman. You deserve to be happy. A guy like you is definitely going to make any girl fucking happy for the rest of her life. For real, man. Back to this shit, man.
Sorry, I had to give him a shout out. I haven't seen him in
we have
a month,
to.
guys.
Sorry, we got new orders. We got to just say hi, what's up, and get the fuck moving.
Fuck that. You rage quit, dude? Pussy. Right. Back to the fucking, that really hurt.
What is this?
Back to the fucking content. Guys, I know we got derailed, but tomorrow we'll get on with the festival shit and everything that you've been waiting to fucking see, okay? And we're going to have maybe a little bit of a teaser ready. It's going to be a lot of fucking fun, all right? Look, guys, he's not fucking... I'll speak to Keem because at the end of the day, Keem's my boss, and I'm going to tell him what I think it works for test, right? Which is what I have been doing, which is why he gave me this fucking shot, which is why he gives me an ounce of a fucking say, right? I'm telling you he's not going to be here if they...
Him giving you an ounce of a say, I hope is his biggest regret. Oh.
You're cutting off in the beginning again. That's why I always keep cutting you off.
They said that I'm not doing it on the thing.
I feel like it's only happening in the Discord for me. Like, what'll happen is your box will light up and nothing. You'll be like, hey, everybody, it'll cut off the first, 1 second for me. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
But no, can we go back to how, go back, mute him because nobody wants to fucking listen to it. But go back to into that glittery background. That's why I went and got this. My God, do you see that? Nightmares in Waiting. Hold on, before we bring you in, bro, you need to go get some sleep, bro.
I have one more clip after this before we bring
bro, what is this Aroni Kenshin backgrounds, reverse blade samurai fucking background you got going, bro? How the fuck is the fucking background more tantalizing and entertaining than the words coming out of the mouth? And by the way, before you come up here, we are not attacking you. We're attacking this big-ass ego you came back with. So, before you come up here, don't get upset. Don't whine. And actually, wait, no, legit, have something to say when you come up. Oh, he's gone. Never mind, he's gone.
Yeah.
And he's gone. And he's gone.
Sorry, I had to get through my story first. It wasn't even done. But
no, we're not backpedaling. We literally said we're going to war with this man's nightmare. We're trying a nightmare. It really is his nightmare.
Yeah, we're going to war with his ego once we can get these last 13 20s in.
Hello, Michelangelo. How the fuck are we doing?
I'm doing good.
Good man. What have you got for us today? What's on the docket?
This is the guy, by the way, who's like, I know content. I gave everybody a fair shake. Come on. This is how you were talking to him. This is Michelangelo's first episode on Test. This is a prime example of how he just stonewalls anybody that's not going to sit there and be able to be controlled by him.
Bro, you know what kills me? Don't quote me on this, but I remember him saying, because, Grimm, what's it called, has a job, and he was normally busy, so he couldn't really be there to plan the show. So he's normally the one that sets up the show, gets the docket together, and you have a whole docket server. Remember that. That is not his side server for his friend. That is his docket server. So you have a whole docket server, and then you just let this man that's not supposed to be your co-host, was supposed to be the manager because your co-host got himself fired because he's an egotistical fuck.
Yeah, this was a punishment for you.
This was not Michelangelo's job to come up with content that day. It was your job. It was your job to actually fucking do this. He was supposed to be there just to be background shrubbery.
Oh, and it's really funny that you say that Michelangelo's not supposed to be the content, because...
Well, we had the Zay appreciation thing, but I don't know if that got spaced out.
What do you mean?
Because you said everything needed to be spaced out, couldn't do everything at once.
Oh, that's what Rastov said.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you want to do?
We're doing the $10 thing that Pokegaga suggested for me to do.
It's just the way he's talking to him, barely fucking responding to him. He doesn't. Oh my God, I just can't. It annoys me. It really annoys me.
Not only did he disrespect Lieutenant fucking Ultra of the 2nd Division, but also went on our another fucking, what's it called, sergeant? Our sergeant of fucking Tism? What the fuck, bro? Okay, the only reason I was mad at Michelangelo because he made that zesty-ass fucking photo with me and Ultra. That's the only reason why. I still love fucking Michelangelo. I just wanted to shit on him for that.
Here, wait.
But, he already, oh, never mind. Okay, so...
Bonjour. How are we all doing?
Bro, we're
going petals.
We're going to war with your ego, bro. We gotta help you. We gotta save you.
Yeah, go for it. What's up, dude? What do you want to know?
Oh my God, this nonchalant shit.
The petals. The petals are
You just got on Ultra for coming in nonchalant and having a monotone.
He's like, oh, no monotone, but let me go on other people's.
I'm asking what you want me to
I wasn't just watching the stream.
You
saw everything we just said.
No, I've literally, wait. Can I just say I've literally watched the last 3 minutes. I saw a tag in Disco, man. I was like, okay, let's pop it in. And I was like, well, they probably want to hear my perspective, so that's why I popped in the waiting. That's generally it. Like,
okay, if you would like, I'll just say it to your face right now. You are the wolf in sheep's clothing in the LCU. You pretend you have this nice guy persona. You come on streams like this, like you're gonna do right now, and you're gonna play a PR move, okay? But realistically,
no, I don't think I'm a nice guy.
You can't be yourself. You cannot. You do this fucking bullshit, and then you come on streams like this when you cannot control people, and then you sit there and you shit on them. You treat them like they're fucking nothing, like you're the hot shit in the LCU. You sat there and said you sat there and said my super successful show, but then in the same sentiment said that you're 8th in super chats on the leaderboard out of 10 shows. Yeah. So if you're a super successful show, you'd be super successful across the board, buddy.
Yeah,
so,
I don't think I used the term super, but I'll answer that question.
You did.
Absolutely.
I played the clip.
No, wait, okay.
Here's the thing,
if I said super, fair enough. No, that's fair.
This
but
is another
let me
thing. Let me finish, because this is my show, the same way you said it's your show, okay? I didn't finish speaking. You do this thing where you'll say, oh, I didn't say that, but we literally played a clip of you saying it. So before you say I didn't say that, make sure you check, because we literally just quoted you. Okay. And on top of that, you try to do this shit where you act all hard, and then you treat people like shit, and then only to basically just let the test audience gang up on people. And when I look at shit like that, it's just, I cannot respect it, because you did it with Michelangelo. You're doing it now with Ultra, and I'm not saying people didn't previously like Ultra, but you didn't even give him a second of a chance. And that's why I say you are the wolf's, you are the wolf in sheep's
Am I allowed to, like, am I allowed to respond to any of these? Okay, but you didn't let me finish. Let's go into... Oh, no, it's fair. So, like, I was just responding to, like, I'm ADHD as fuck, right? So I'll forget half of what you said, I'll be honest. That's why I was, like, trying to respond to a point at a time. So, in terms of, like, I don't believe I said super successful. I definitely may have said successful. Yeah, absolutely. No, but that's fair. That's fine. If I said that, that's fair. I don't care that much. It make a difference. The point I was trying to make is, like, yeah, we got from last place to number 4 last month, which was incredibly, like, amazing.
Why did you do that, though? Wait. Let's be honest, Nightmare. Why did that happen?
Who rallied for you?
What do you mean?
Was it because
my bad, Rastov. He didn't do anything.
Yeah, Rastov did nothing. Rastov, if you're watching, you did nothing for Tess, because he won't acknowledge it.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
How'd you forget somebody that raised $3,000?
I didn't know. I didn't know what your question was. Why are you trying to, like, put me into a fucking predicament when I? Yeah, we were like, you said, how did that happen? Rastov didn't help out with every stream. He helped up with the end of the previous month, which I'm eternally grateful for.
Raise?
If you're on about the one at the end of the previous month, yeah, a lot, and that was because of him, absolutely.
It was $3,000 before that. Yeah. Where were you guys sitting on the leaderboard?
That wasn't last month. That was the month before. That was the month before. You know that, right? Yeah, I know, and I'm incredibly appreciative of that. But we're talking about last month, not the month before. What do you mean? I don't know what you're trying to prove here. You're saying I'm not grateful for Rastov, that wasn't the question.
Show from being canceled was
he did help. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Yeah.
No. He didn't just help. We're not gonna let you just say he just helped.
Right. Okay. So,
$3,000 to your show is not just helping. Okay.
Right,
can somebody help us? Hey, can somebody help this stream? I would love some help right now. Just some simple help.
I've come up to say my piece, and all I'm doing is saying, like, a little bit of a word, and you're attaching to it, and you're trying to put it into a negative narrative. Is that what we're doing? Like, what's the point of this? What's the point of me coming
saying, and we're telling you what they mean. Okay.
What? Because I said he helped me, and I'm grateful for it. That's not enough.
He's building his escape.
He's doing the narrative.
No, I'm not though. You're not even letting me speak though. Like, what do you mean? You're not letting me answer the question.
I'm gonna mute myself for 1 minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, you're not letting me answer the questions. If you're on about Michelangelo, he wasn't only meant to be my manager, he was also meant to be my co-host. Keem made that decision. As far as I was aware, as a manager, my punishment was I wasn't allowed to do any of the content I wanted to do. He had to do all the content. He had no communications with me about what he really wanted to do. So when I was like, what's in the docket? I was expecting him to be like, well, we got this and we got this and we got this, right? Like, that's the answer to that question, right?
Slim
so, like,
Jim
that's sorted, right?
This is to help your beard grow.
Thank you, Slim Jim. I'm sure he appreciates
it. You care so much. Hold on, everybody. Do you see what they did to me? Please, each $20 will help me grow back my chin. They turned me into a monster.
I can't.
I can take a pin. I can take a rip now. Okay, you talk to this delusional fuck for me, okay, Zay?
Yeah, continue. Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that was the reasoning for that, right? And yeah, like, don't get me wrong, like, fucking. In terms of Michelangelo, I was really low energy because I just didn't bounce off him. I can't help that, right? Like, it's so I don't fucking think about what I do when it comes to, like, content. Yeah, but no, like, I did what could in the situation could have been done differently. Yeah, looking back at it, probably, right? Like, fucking, yeah, I'm not gonna argue with that. But like, again, it's like, dude, I look, if it is what it is, right? Like, I've come up here to speak my situation, like my opinion on the situation. Like, if you don't want to hear it, that's fine. I'll go and I'll do another show if they want to talk about it. That's no.
I'm giving you the floor right now to speak.
But like.
Gafgarian,
But whenever I say like a little bit,
this is to make you shave it again. Devilish face emoji, devilish face emoji, devilish face emoji, devilish face emoji. Hashtag Fiddy Gang.
Looks like you'll be shaving again, Buff.
Thank you. No.
So
I look like Black Homer Simpson. Don't.
So yeah, that's my situation with Michelangelo. There's just no point fucking speaking on any more of it because like it's already been covered to death anyway. I've said on my like.
Yeah,
my opinion
thing,
of it, right?
The Michelangelo thing was a very small point of a
yeah, I get that.
Of a bigger issue of us pointing out that it is a repeated pattern of behavior in your ego, and the biggest point of this was the whole Ultra thing. So what do you have to say about how you treated Ultra last night?
So I'll answer that. For starters, I think we all have a bit of an ego when it comes to these shows. Like we're all very passionate about what we do. Right? I'm incredibly passionate about what Test is and what Test does. Like it means literally the world to me. Like everything that like. What?
What is Test?
What is Test? Test is whatever it wants to be, right? So it's like the idea of being able to do like absurd things outside the normality that the LCU is, which is very drama centered and drama focused. So being able to do like IRL contact where I do dumb shit, for example, that's one of the like main commodities of it at the moment, and that's what's worked really well. That's actually what helped put us in number 4 last month. Was the idea of us doing like really fucking stupid shit for that was funny and vlogging.
Well, you did a goal to do festival content and then sat in a yellow tent for like 4 streams, like not actually doing shit at a festival.
So this is what I find hilarious because all those people. No, I paid for my ticket a year ago actually, so you're incredibly wrong about that.
Yeah, and then just got it reimbursed. The only thing, you know.
No, I didn't actually.
Wait a minute. You bought a ticket a year ago. No, fuck that. No, fuck that.
Okay.
You bought a ticket a year ago, and you made it a goal.
No, it wasn't.
You made these motherfuckers pay for something you already.
He just had to make sure that he could have those days off for his show.
You're not letting me speak, right? So, like, literally, the stuff that we were going to do the festival, I always promised from the very beginning was going to be vlogged, never done live, because I knew the temperament of the 5G was going to be an issue. It's all recorded, it's all ready to show. It just needs to be edited into one solid video, right? So that's why I paid for. I also dropped over 1,600 fucking pounds in equipment costs, right? Like I didn't like spare an expense. I got a very good camera that set me back nearly $1,000. I got very good mics that set me back 300, and I got additional equipment based on the goals that were met as well. I spent a lot of money to make this content.
But it wasn't for this content. Wait. It wasn't for this content though, because you are saying you already bought this ticket. You were gonna go to this festival.
Yeah, the ticket. Yeah. But again, if you've watched Test, you would have seen the goals that we had to do additional stuff. So there was like the dino suit stuff, the 5-finger fillet with a dart, the wasabi blast, which is wasabi and moonshine mixed together. I had to snort because people wanted to see that. Like there's a good couple of stunts that I had to do there. The Sister Butch Free confessionals at the festival and stuff. Like they were goals that I set to vlog.
Do you hear all these fucking excuses?
What do you mean?
What the fucking good God of Roxy are you talking about? You just gave me a litany of nothing. A litany of fucking what?
Fine.
Like, no, Nightmare.
Nightmare,
I don't give a fuck. We're saving you from your fucking self. No, shut the fuck up. You will be a fucking content creator. You will stop making all these fucking excuses. I don't give a fuck. Shut the fuck up. I'm talking. You will be the fucking person Keem expects you to be. Your audience expects you to be, not what you want to be. This is the LCU. This is not the Nightmare Show. This is not Test. You can be better, and you are making every fucking excuse not to.
Yeah, but you're not letting me fully explain my situation.
Oh my God, then do it.
No. Okay, well, shut the fuck up then. You know, those goals were literally what put us in 4th place last month. Like, that's what you're not understanding, right? Like, those goals literally is what put us in 4th place last month because people wanted to see that shit happen. You know, like, that's what I'm trying to explain, right?
And then what I'm saying, right, so you set these goals.
Yeah.
Where are they? In a video that's coming to your channel? This is a live streaming based fucking platform. Like, I just don't understand.
Fair.
You spent 4 days sitting in a tent instead of doing a stream on your channel. Oh, 5 days. Okay, even worse. So you spent 5 days sitting in a tent instead of doing a stream on your channel. There was even a day where you didn't do a stream. Tech Talk had to pick up for you. How much money did you make on those streams? A lot or a little? Because Keem asked you and you straight up lied to him and said that you made a lot when you didn't make shit. The money was made before the stream. You tried to sit there and say, oh,
no,
the money was made
said
for the
that it was made. I said the money was made like from last month to prep the vlogs. Yeah, that's true. Like I don't get.
The right answer would have been no. The streams didn't make shit because I sat there in a yellow tent for 5 days.
Yeah, because again, the idea of me being able to do the normal streams of like talking the shit that we talk. That's what I wanted to be able to do, but I didn't know if it would work or not. I don't understand what your point is.
That the last festival stream made $44 and you sit there and call your stream super successful and sit there and shit on other people and say, well, you don't know what test is, and I asked you what test is and you couldn't even give a straight answer. You really couldn't.
But
if you think that's an
you're
answer
saying
for what
that,
is, you're insane.
but you've missed how much money you made from the prep of the vlogging, right? So all the goals that were met.
And that was money last month. What are you doing to make money this month?
Well, there's other goals that can be set up that's already set up and already being pushed through, yeah. But like the festival was difficult because of the fucking 5G complications, which I knew was going to be an issue, which is why I didn't promise any live streams. I said if we can make it work, Twiggy can help me, that'd be amazing. But if it doesn't work, that doesn't work. I tried, but like you have to understand, the festival is the one holiday I take every year. I turn down to work. Simple, like that is what it is, right? Like, I know, you may not agree with it. You may think that I'm like...
No, I don't, because there's a festival that I go to every year that I didn't go to this year because of locale, because I knew I couldn't take those 3 days off. I'm not stupid.
Well, that's okay. You don't have to do that, but also I'm entitled to have a holiday.
You're the only one who's entitled? You think I'm not? Nightmare, no, you do half the work of most of the people in the LCU, and you sit there and be like, I'm sleep deprived. You do a 2-hour show. You occasionally cover for other shows. I will give you that. I won't say that you don't. But you don't... What goes into fucking planning for tests that you're so sleep deprived? All of this shit is shit you could change about your own life, but... Oh, so self-admitted, it's your own fault. So what does the LCU have to do with it? So why is it always everybody else's fucking problem, but your own?
I didn't say it was the LCU. I never have. I said it's a me problem.
So then why not log out? So if you're an insomniac, log out of VC at night, go try to fucking go to bed. I'm an insomniac fucking too, and yes, I'm fucking diagnosed with insomnia. I had to take medication for it for years. And you know what I do? At least try to go to bed. At least I try.
Okay.
Hold on, time.
It doesn't work. I made ADHD. I know when I can sleep and when I can't.
Then you can also get medication.
I don't believe you can tell me how to work with my medical situation. To be honest, I don't think you want to say that. But okay.
Hold on.
It's just always
Zay is more mad. Zay is more mad about that because I literally have to beg her to go to sleep.
That's fair.
I it'll be 7 o'clock. And I'll see her typing in docket chat. And normally if you see somebody at 7 o'clock in the morning, you're like, oh, they're just up early. She has not gone to sleep yet. So that's why she's saying, like, I want to redirect this because this is getting more on their goals and not about the behavior. Because this is not about their goals. I don't give a fuck about their goals. I thought it was dumb to make some people pay for a vacation. That's just my fucking personal opinion. But that's not what we're here. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this weird grandstanding behavior you've been having lately. Not when it comes to even Michelangelo, because that was in the past. Fucking Ultra came up at his best. Dressed up. No. Did he? What the fuck did you show up to do, Nightmare?
He came in with literally monotone energy. I've seen him put more energy in other shows. Let me respond. You've asked me a question. Let me respond.
No.
You literally said, what the fuck did you bring? Just let me respond.
Shut the fuck up while I talk.
Thank you, Billy.
You literally asked me a question.
I'm just trying to say, look, it is not about these goals and everything. It's the fact that you literally think that you have so much control over your show and you become a pompous dickhead that whines and bitches and complains about everything that is not your idea. Boss man put Ultra on your show and you just acted like he couldn't do shit. This man dressed up, got his whole setup right, had your fucking logo on the TV on the back of him. And what did you do? Did you come there ready to make content? No, like you did. No, like you did today. You came here. I know you want to respond because your brain is write the fucking shit down. I can't help you, motherfucker. But look, what you're gonna listen is that you can't even focus on making a show with somebody else. You think that this is going to be you. Now that Grimm has been gone, you think it's just you and what you're going to do. Hell no. You are a drama show. You will entertain the LCU. You will entertain Keem. And if you have any other fucking problem, I advise you look for another fucking occupation. It's simple as that. You want to whine and fucking cry about every fucking thing, and it's not going to happen no more. That's why the NDF is here. That's why we're going to war against this little petty Karen bullshit that you are. You are better than this, and I know you are. As a friend, I will save you from this bitch blood, this fucking soy ass behavior, this non-based ass behavior that you have been developing. And until then, we are going to critique and look at every single aspect of what you do. So move correctly or not at all.
You can talk about what you want. I really don't care. The situation is the end of the day. He hasn't even watched an episode test. It's not as if I have some moral complex of like, I know, like I'm the grandmaster of tests. I think you misunderstood what I've said, which I've actually...
Super chatted $20. I can't tell you how much I am loving this content. I am just saying let's come out and preach. I even helped Ultra get his settings on his TV right last night to give him the best shot. I can't.
That Dono brings up a good point. Like Bigfoot Alt just said, I even helped Ultra get his settings on his TV right to give him the best shot. That's all anyone's asking for, was you to give him a shot.
Right. So can I actually finish my explanation?
Yeah.
So I barely even responded to a 10-minute rant. That's fine. So like I said, like I'm very passionate about what we did. You know why? Because no one gave a fuck about Test when we were in last place, and everyone was like fucking making jokes about us getting cancelled. So when we fucking managed to pull it out, the reason why I'm so hopped up in the number 4 is because it showed that the vision that I had, created was working, and that made me incredibly fucking proud of what I do. I am proud of what I do, and I think everyone fucking should be. I think you guys should be when you changed your content for what it was and what it may have been predicted to be to begin with to what you crafted as now. I think you should be incredibly proud and passionate about that. And I think you should fight over it with aggression, because at the end of the day, if someone is a situation where it could take away from you, that's upsetting and that's shit. At the end of the day, I am not against other people doing drama-related stuff, but Test has not been drama-focused. Which is fine. I don't think it's an issue. I've actually spoke with Keem about it. Like, the thing is, I know you guys want to say, like, oh, Keem's, like, you fucking saying this and this and this. And I'm not saying I'll talk to Keem, and I have spoken to Keem. He's given me some good opinions on situations, but also I've given him some opinions, and he's acknowledged it, because he's not a man without reason, right? Like, this is the thing. I'll get passionate and stuff like that about it because I fucking care. Like, I fucking love what I do. I love what the ideas I can bring. And I think with someone bringing Ultra on, I know what it's going to turn into. It's going to turn into another Queens. I'm not passionate about that. I don't want to do that personally. So of course I'm going to try and defend, like, what I want to do. Like, of course I'm going to try and defend what I want to do because I fucking love what I do. I give a absolute fuck. It's everything to me. It genuinely means everything to me to do what we're doing right now. And I think it should for you guys as well. And I know it does for you guys, as well as it does for every other LCU host.
See, the one thing I don't get, though, is, like, okay, just, like, before we, like, get super off of this, the whole Ultra thing. Like, you didn't give him a chance to actually try to do any... You're saying, oh, well, we have it set in our ways what the content is going to be on Test. You didn't give him a chance to try to do that content with you. You immediately wrote him off, said, fuck you, you're a tubby retard, I don't want you on my show. Yeah. He's only done call-ins. He's never actually sat down, realistically done a whole show, and that could have been his first opportunity to do that and prove that he gets another chance. But you immediately last night were like, you're not coming on another show. Are you even willing to give him another chance?
Can I respond to that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad you brought it up. So the tubby thing is a joke, right? Because I'm a chubby guy, right? So I get the fucking chubby pass, right? At the end of the day, I'm a chubby dude. I can call people chubby if I fucking want to. It doesn't mean anything, right? The idea of the chubby jokes was because of his childish insults, which resulted to, like, flagrant mimicry and saying I had more piercings than his mother and stuff like that. That was the idea, right? So I was going about it in like a sort of way of being like, well, these are high school childish insults. Let's throw them back and forth. That's the whole gimmick for the chubby thing. Like, it's not as if I'm like, oh, dude, I'm super skinny, you're fat as fuck.
But
I know I'm a chubby guy. Like,
before he even threw jokes at you, he came on stream immediately. You were aggressive and you were like, what the fuck are you doing? You're 14 minutes late, but you weren't even in a studio. So he was literally in intern chat asking where to go.
That was literally just me being like fucking trying to get a bit of energy out of him for a response. I was told he was going to come. Wait, no. So I was told he was like being prepped for all this shit. People were giving him ideas for stuff. So I was told he was going to come in with some fucking straight flames.
Who told you
know
that,
what I mean?
though? But that's what I'm saying. Who told you that? Not himself.
so
he didn't come in there with straight flames. He came in there trying to do a show with you, and that's what I don't fuck with.
No, but
so
that's
because
not
somebody
what
told you something, you trust that?
And that's not what he was fucking saying either in like Disco Main. He was saying that he was gonna fuck with me or X, Y,
But he
and Z
didn't
and stuff,
even
right? So I was
start
like, okay.
fighting back until 30 minutes into the show. He was nice in the very beginning. I
Because
didn't
he
even
was
show that shit 'cause he was nice.
Yeah, he was monotone as fuck and very low energy for me.
What
so
are
I was
you
trying to
doing right now? Hold on, no, wait,
Because I'm just responding, dude. This
I'm
is
done with this fucking word salad, bro. He just talking.
What do you
thinking,
mean?
And
You're
like,
literally
just,
you literally had a 10-minute filibuster on nothing.
It's literally empty calories. Like it's all these words, but it's just nothing.
So I can't respond,
this man
but you can
has sent like
interrupt me.
5 minutes of nothing. This man made a fucking speech, like he's gonna rally, like
it's not
to go
speech,
fucking
though.
invade a small village or something.
We
like,
did let you respond. We did let you respond.
No, I just got cut off though. What do you mean?
What do you mean cut off from what?
What more did you have to
You just cut me off because I was not done. I was not done speaking, dude. Like I was gonna go in, like at the end of the day, like yeah, could I have given him a better chance? Yeah, but when he told me he didn't watch a single episode of Test, that fucking rubbed me the wrong way. And you know why? Because it shows that he doesn't care. It's just a free pass for him, right? It's just a free ride.
But he
and
didn't
if you guys
say
don't
that.
get
He
that, then that's fair
literally
enough.
admitted that he watched episodes of Test. He's come into Nerds VC multiple times and said that he's watched Test.
He
so
said
this is just
that he
bullshit.
watched the first few episodes of Test with Grimm. That's what he told me. He literally said it live on air. There's a literal clip of it.
Yes,
And then
okay.
so that's not what Test is, right? So like that's what I was trying to explain to him. I said, you haven't watched any recent episodes and know what anything's about.
So why
what
not,
we do
like
on
I
here.
did with Buff, okay? When he first joined the show and we were at odds, I sent him the episodes I wanted him to watch. I said, here's some episodes that will help you get an idea of what Nerds is. You don't help him.
Why?
You just expect
Why do I
him
have to
to
do his
know.
homework? I've been at
I
a
didn't have to
festival
do
all
Buff's
week.
homework, but I wanted to work with him.
Wait. I've been at a festival all week. He's had all week to do any form of prep he wants to. What are you talking about?
So did Buff. So did Buff before he joined Nerds, and he didn't know. But you know what? To make things work with your co-host, sometimes you just help him out. Like it's just like instead of you,
He's not a co-host,
you're
bro.
Keep putting him
He's
on
an
the
intern. He is an intern. No.
He was having a one-show trial. That's what
He's
Keem
a
said.
intern.
He's
No,
not, though.
you decided to actually
All of
fucking
this
not
is
make content.
deflection.
You decided, no, I don't give a fuck. A big black guy is fucking talking.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck. Listen, listen here. You did not make any content with him. You decided to grandstand and whine and moan
You mean what you're doing
and
now?
bitch. No, shut up. Because fucking even your mama, the literal like ha funny guy from the LCU came in at a serious moment and you kicked him out because you couldn't handle him.
Oh no, I was genuinely just bored of what he was saying.
I was saying you were generally bored. You were generally bored.
I was genuinely bored. Look, he was asking him for fucking advice live on air. Like, dude,
I wonder how
fucking
boring
live
other
show,
people
not
that watch
educational
the fucking
study.
show you produce
Exactly,
are.
dude.
Talking about how boring someone is. You have no right to talk about how boring somebody is. You fucking nitwit. What the fuck are you talking about? You've said nonsense. On this show, on our show, you have literally bored me to fucking tears, saying nothing. You are a man that cried for somebody to let him speak, cried for somebody to let him talk and say his
I was just trying to kick an engine.
And you know what
I don't
happens
think you
when somebody
understood
gives you
that.
that inch? You know what happens when somebody gives you that airtime?
Wait.
Nothing.
First off, TTS.
$20. The fact that you admit you could have given him and you admit you could have given Michelangelo a better chance is proof you should give him another, better chance. Take the L and give the shot Keem told you to give them.
I agree with Gav wholeheartedly. Like, it's like you're literally admitting that you could have gave him a better chance. So just do that instead of you did it already with Michelangelo once, so just do it right with Ultra instead of saying coulda, shoulda, woulda. Just do it right instead of fucking doing this. And then Zavi with the 10 said, just to play devil's advocate, Zay, you were pretty hostile to Buff at the beginning. You were mean to Batgirl in that one episode with the Legos. So we talked about this earlier, but once again, go back and watch those streams versus the ones in the clips that I just showed you with Nightmare. Go back and see how the things went down between me and Batgirl and me and Buff. Because, yeah, I was absolutely hostile in those situations. But you know what? I still sat down and had conversations with them on stream even when I was angry. You know what he didn't try to do? Have a conversation with him. He just wanted to be a fucking asshole the entire time and shit on him.
Okay, so like, but also on live, did you not give a fucking mountain of shit to them though? Did you not give a mountain of shit to Buff because you were like feared for your show?
You got 1 minute.
and which direction we're going.
I didn't give a mountain of shit to Buff. No,
if
I
have 1
said
minute,
that.
fine.
I said
I'll tell you
that.
what. I'll leave you guys have a show because I don't want to take
No,
up any of your time.
no. You run like a
it's fine.
bitch. Stay like a man.
No, I am being a man, but like
I'm
you
giving you a
said I have
minute to
1 minute.
No, shut the fuck up. I'm giving you a minute to actually be
I'm wasting my
entertaining
time
and say
being
what
here
the fuck
because
you
you're
have
all
to
just
say.
like talking over me and screaming over me. We'll talk about it in a show where they'll actually let me speak.
Oh, are you gonna
I
run?
hope you enjoy the rest of your show
run?
for real.
Are you gonna run? Oh, are you gonna run?
I hope you enjoy the rest of
Are you
your show
gonna run?
anyway. You have a good day, guys.
Are you gonna run?
Take care.
Are you gonna run? You non-tent fucking bitch.
okay.
Get the fuck off
Let me
our
say
show.
one thing.
No, fuck that, Zay. That was boring. Oh my god.
Let me say something. Thank you. So, I don't know. What I just don't agree with, I tried to let him respond, but, like, you know, he was doing the same thing that I was, like, we can monologue for so long, but then we get to the point where we can't even have a conversation. So I think we were just trying to actually have a conversation, get to the bottom of things. He likes to talk over people. This is also our stream. We're trying to, like, you know, get a conversation going where we're trying to ask him specific questions. He's answering shit we're not even asking, which is why we keep trying to go back to the questions we're asking. But instead he wants to deflect and answer shit we're not asking. Like, I don't care what happened about the Michelangelo situation. That's not the issue. Instead of sitting there, he's doing the same thing he said that he doesn't do. He's doing the I'm sorry but. I don't care about the but. I truthfully don't. It's done. It's over with. But you need to go forward and change your fucking attitude. We are 7 away from going to war with your fucking ego, and when we do, we'll go fucking hard. Because at this point, I'm over the shit. Which also, can somebody confirm if we are going for 4 hours or not? Because I have no clue.
We're not.
Who's going next?
We're not. I know
we are?
I know.
We are.
I do not.
I just got confirmation we are. So
we
stop
are?
saying that.
What? I was sure.
Yeah, stop saying you're sure about shit when you actually don't know. Yeah, until I get like an actual a stream to redirect to, we're going for 4 hours because I'm not just gonna leave the gap open. Queen said they're scheduled for 8. Yeah, so no confirmation for another stream. So until there's another stream scheduled for 4 p.m., we're going because I'm not gonna leave a gap in the fucking schedule before live. That's insane.
No, I thought Queens was going early. That was my bad.
Queens is scheduled for 8. I just looked. That's what I checked before the stream.
I didn't know I thought they were doing 2. That's what I thought. There's been a big game of telephone going on in LCU right now.
Yeah, there's a huge game of telephone. If Keem, if you're watching, or if somebody could just at him in the main chat, just please for confirmation.
Rastov,
anybody. I just need confirmation. I will go until 6, but I just need to know so I don't stream over somebody else.
Exactly.
I just don't want to be an asshole. But yeah, this whole situation, it's just like, it's easily boiled down to give him another chance. The same way, like Zavi was saying, yeah, I might have been at war with people before. Me and Batgirl are cool now. Me and Buff are cool now. It's a matter of changing your behavior when you learn you're in the wrong. When a bunch of people are telling you you're the bad guy, maybe actually take a step back, look in the mirror and be like, instead of, no, all these excuses why you're not the bad guy, say you are.
War. I will not let such fucking pathetic, whiny bitch boy behavior be tolerated. Fuck that. The only one that can be that whiny is Boogie, and that's it. That's it. We don't need another one. We don't get another one. We're going to war. We have 2 extra hours to explain to you why we're going to war. I'm not doing. I'm so beyond pissed off. That man came up here and took 6 to 7, almost 10 minutes away from you. We're immortal beings, people. We don't get that much time. That's why I love every last one of you for being here and watching you. We don't get this time back. And that man came up here and did nothing but fucking word salad for about 6 minutes. You give that little bitch some fucking time to talk, and what does he say? Nothing. You give him time to cook. What does he bring you? A lukewarm plate of water. Nothing. No nourishment, no calories, no protein, nothing. You are non-tent, and I will not let you be that. Flinch, I dare you. Any fucking step you take, the NDF is on you like white on rice. Do you feel me? You fucking pissed me off so fucking bad. I am not gonna let you go. I'm gonna watch test. I'm gonna take a nap after this, just so I can get up and make sure I watch every last minute of the content that you make, Nightmare. Because you make content, right? This evolved content, you DSP, my surprise content. I bet you have a fucking positive surprise, don't you? Ooh.
Okay, so really quickly, apparently this just happened in the Discord. Xylee was saying, get clips together and respond on your show, easy peasy. And he said, Meh, it doesn't really bother me. They're entitled to their opinion. I have other plans, and that's giving the viewers what they want. So, I guess he won't be responding to this one, guys. So
give those 5 viewers what they want, Nightmare. I hope you love it.
And then Xylee said, Nightmare, honey, you can make this into great content. But that's the thing. He doesn't want content. He just wants to sit there and stroke the egos of the 5 donators of his stream so that they can make sure they're loved and appreciated. It's nothing to do with those donators. Most of those donators, for the most part, are cool
I've talked
people.
to them. They're
like,
cool.
Khan comes over here. We're cool with Khan. There's nothing wrong with
Bro,
him. But it's
I'm
the
so
fact
cool
that
with
he
Khan.
can't. Khan would like it if he did a show, too. You know that for a fact. Khan is one of those people that would still be there if he did other content.
Yep. I have this because of him.
I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration that made ladies seem to...
So we know your fans. We know your fans.
He wants
we know
to
what
have
they
this
want.
echo chamber of a cult around him who's just gonna mimic his opinions, though. That's the thing. Like, if he can just sit there, stroke their egos, they'll mimic his opinions on stream, and then he's not gonna have anybody who's arguing back with him, you know? That's what leaves it to this point.
It's all those mid bitches that look like Lucitina pumping up his ego, the reason he's acting that way.
Yeah, Khan and Hugh Jass are not going to leave if he spends some time on the drama that brings other content in. I very much agree with that. I think both of them watch other shows in the LCU and have always supported him no matter what he does. I think he's just living on that content thing.
I'm gonna bring on Ultra. Yeah.
Also, we have RJ Cass who said, the blood of the sitch made me a nerd's convert.
Bro, do we need a bloodthirsty emote? I think I need a bloodthirsty emote.
Oh shit, don't dox yourself. I know exactly where you are right now. Don't dox yourself.
Hey, bro, come back later. No, yeah, come back later.
I know exactly where you are. Don't dox yourself.
Everyone knows. I just have one.
You have bad internet,
Terrible
bro.
internet.
And I knew.
Yeah, I was gonna say, tell him somebody wait, listen. Can somebody just at him on Discord? If he wants to come back, he needs to do it by turning his camera off. I know what the signal is like in the city, and he can call in, but he will need to have his camera off. It won't let him do both. I live there. I know exactly where he is right now. I was like, don't dox yourself, buddy.
I'm sorry, Zay. I ain't trying to get, but man, you don't understand how much that pissed me off, bro. No, you have no idea how much him just coming up here and saying absolutely nothing. You know how many times? Can we do a deep dive? You want to do a deep dive on Nightmare tomorrow?
That was pretty much already a deep dive on Nightmare. What more do you want? Showing his content on his show, like that's just gonna kill our viewers.
I literally just want to make a compilation, not his content. Ew, gross. I want to make a compilation of all the times he's literally been like this. all the times he's literally like, please let me speak, then says nothing. Yeah. And then there's at least 5 times that I know of. Please help me. Send me all the clips. I'll find them too. I'm so pissed off about that. But yeah, somebody let him know to fix this shit and we'll bring him back.
Yeah. Is Zay the alpha here? What? Does buff work for me? No. We both have our own opinions. He didn't even know I was preparing this shit today. He watched the clips and formed his own fucking opinions. Y'all love to play this game of, we like mimic each other. We just agree on some shit and we fight all the fucking time.
No, this is what it is, Zay. They think that one controls the other, and it's really not. None of us control the other at all. We're both very wild cards. We just have respect. It's kind of all it is.
Also, the thumbnail for live being like World War III is here. Well, y'all want the World War III? It's gonna be NDF on the war on Nightmare's ego. We need those last 720s in, and we will take them down. He said, nah. I'm saying, yeah. I don't give a fuck.
No. That's it. That's not it. You're thinking small. We gotta take a small detour. We gotta go.
I'll let you respond to this one. He said, I'm sorry. He said, I'm sorry. It just seems like you're bossing Buff around. My bad. I'll let you respond.
Are you really using the autistic people's little jabs? Are you gonna start calling me fluff dweeb again? Really? Is that what you're gonna do? You never could come up with insults for me, but I can easily now you can do it. Here, I'll give you some easy content. Take the screenshot, people. I look like Andrew Tate, don't I? I'll give you some free ammo, you weird built ass bitch. Like, don't you do that? Don't you do that? Now let me put my fake chin back on, everybody. See, I can make fun of myself. I don't give a fuck. I called myself buff, bald co-host. Like, you got to come at me with a little bit better thing. They waited till my power was a little bit low. They thought because I lost my beard, that was going to be like, what's that guy that gives him his hair? Samson? Is it Samson? His hair, the longer his hair is, the stronger he is. I can't remember. The history and the mythology nerds will tell me. Which yeah, Samson. Yep, I was right. Gaff no. I knew Gaff would know. So yeah, they think I'm Samson right now and think that just because I cut it, I'm weak. I lost about 10%.
James FMC with the 10 said, "Looking smooth there, Buff." God
you know
damn.
What you did. You know what you did to me. You know what you did to me. And I did it for the fam. I did it for the Vine. Just even Rastov's checking if we're going 4 hours.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for like confirmation on that. If you guys are like wondering why I'm like really quiet right now, I'm like trying to get this figured out. Like,
that's because she's always quiet, and apparently either I'm always talking about anime, either you don't talk. We're everything the weird people say we are.
They're always gonna critique Buff. I don't care. Like there's a loud minority that will scream stupid shit like that I boss you around, and then we can just sit here and laugh about it, you know?
This shit's funny as fuck. They have no idea how much we argue behind the scenes.
Yes,
they have no
still
idea.
No confirmation. We have the Star Spangled Luchador with the $4.99 who said, "Take it from the champ." Double Z and the Buff stuff had Nightmare Man on the ropes.
I hit him with somebody. I said, I want to know. I hit him with a Zazu. Zippity bop.
Dude, me still trying to figure out. I'm like, okay, you vamp for a second while I get fucking.
I can vamp. I'm a vamp. I feel like I'm a lamp. I need to go to the post office because I need to get some stamps. I really don't know. I don't know why. But I really want to poke Luchador in his eye. Zay, will you hurry up? I'm failing. Every day that I smoke more, my brain is sailing.
Okay,
I'm starting
well,
to be
I
spoken.
literally
There you
added
go,
Team
stop.
myself in the main chat because I was like, I need an answer. I just want to know. There are no other streams scheduled until you get word for another show. Just keep it going. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I just added Keem just to make sure. I just don't want to get in trouble for streaming over somebody on accident.
I don't want to either, but you know, hey, you got to stop saying that, Mazer. Yeah, I see you. Stop. I'm gonna get in trouble for talking to you. So now you owe me a tip because I'm gonna get in trouble for saying your name. We can't talk to the chat anymore. I'm just kidding. We can't. Right now, we're not even having.
I'll allow it.
What he said? Who? What?
So I added Keem and I was like, "Are we going 4 hours?" And Zabi goes, "I'll allow it." $50 stream extensions?
Bro, yeah. How about we're doing this? We're going to end the stream.
Mazer 1123 super chatted $20. War fund tip.
Mazer, bringing in those war tides.
Final, I'm going to fold you like a fucking pretzel when I find you. I swear. And that sounded sexual. I don't care. Mazer,
okay, fuck it.
I'm gonna tell them what you did to me in D&D. I'm gonna tell. Oh, we're gonna get in trouble. Damn, I'm gonna get in trouble. We're not supposed to be doing this. This is not a hangout stream. Hey, everybody, this is Locale Nerds Part 2, and we don't know if we're gonna be streaming in 3 minutes. So every $50, we're gonna stream over whoever's next.
You're just spewing shit out of your mouth right now.
I'm waiting for you to fucking talk.
Yes.
Come on now.
You just started talking right when I said all right. So, yeah, Xylee said to go. Okay. So, there was a bunch of shit that happened yesterday. I'm trying to think of like what we should get into next.
Do you want to rewind back to Dolls today?
We could if you want to.
Bro, I went on there and did a dumbass Jamaican accent. I don't know why. I was up early.
Who was doing this?
Watching. Who, me? Who was doing what?
What the hell? Right as I went to fucking.
What the hell?
Click on the thing, it just deleted.
What the hell, Yana? What are you doing?
I don't know. It just got deleted. The literal link to the fucking.
Bro.
There we go. I'm like, hello? What just happened there?
Streaming.
Okay, we got it figured out. So.
Bro, start the intro or no? Restart the show or no? Should we
they've got to hit the goal if they want us to restart the intro.
How much are we at?
We only have 6 more. We can definitely hit that shit in like a few minutes.
So if can we give them a deal? If somebody drops a 50 bomb, we'll replay the intro and act like we start a new show?
Yeah. A 50 bomb, or if you guys hit the goal.
Come on.
That works for me.
Come on. We can't talk about money too much. That's e-begging. We have to not do it. We need to do a show, Zay. We'll do it live.
I'm trying to pull up a clip. I'm like on my ass right now.
Are you sure?
I had to deal with people using my breakup as content because yesterday, I got Employee of the Month along with Zay Zudid. She does deserve it. She was working pretty fucking hard, and we both deserve it in a way. But there's some people in Nerds that says, "Oh, what did Beans do? What did Beans do? She didn't do anything, right?" So I have to air out my personal issues, talk about how there was some things going on behind the scenes, how I have to make sure to call the cops if anything bad happens. I have to make sure that nobody deletes themselves off of the real life server. My breakup, my issues with Pubstar, my family emergency, but I don't do anything, right? Because the only thing that you guys see is the things that is on the screen. You guys are so fucking superficial, and you guys don't see the hard work.
Okay, so for starters, look, I said it on screen yesterday. I don't agree with anybody not giving Beans her flowers or whatever. But people are also entitled to their own opinions or whatever. I just don't like this narrative that is being pushed that it's the Nerds fans once again. Because I saw people that were saying it who aren't even Nerds members. And, you know, people literally just have their own opinions. I understand that one person came up on Nerds and said it, but that was literally one person out of the many who came up and congratulated the both of us. So I just don't like the narrative that it's Nerds fans. And then the other thing
Go ahead, sorry.
The other thing You're good. The other thing I want to respond to with this is I don't think that you, even with all that going on, you still didn't have to go and tell everybody, like, what's going on in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay that you chose to do so, but, like, I've got a ton of shit going on, too, to be honest. Like, on top of all the other shit, I just don't talk about it. I keep my actual personal life very much out of the streams because y'all don't need to know. Like, if I'm just, like, keeping it super real, my mom was in the hospital last month. She had a stroke, and it was a very hard time for me, and I wasn't going to talk about it on stream or anything. But, like, when we're getting into shit like that, it's like we all go through shit, you know what I'm saying? You don't owe people those explanations, and that's all I'm going to mention about it. We're not going to get into it. But, like, we all went through shit, you know what I'm saying? And,
can I talk about how destroyed you were? And I'm not going to talk about it, but can I talk about the effect it had on you that they didn't know about, like...
No, it's not a big deal. I was just mentioning it in passing just to say
because everybody keeps you. I'm not saying Beans. This is not even you. Beans, this is not even you that I'm saying. But like, there's so many people that use tragedies in their life, and you had such a thing. Like you were literally like bawling before streams, like you could barely keep it together, and we could never say why, and we had to keep that shit together. People ask me, "Hey, what's wrong with Zay? Is Zay okay?" And I could not say anything because you told me that shit in confidence, and I just feel so much better that you said that. So I don't.
Now I feel like I need to clear this up for the people asking. My mom is okay now. She's out of the hospital now. She was in the hospital for like 2 weeks. She had a stroke. She had there was 3 blood clots in total. There was like 2 in her brain, 1 in her heart. But she's okay. She had her surgery. She got like a pacemaker put in. She's good now. But it was just like a whole like month of like dealing with that or whatever. But yeah, so that's the update on that.
Yeah, nobody knew. And, like, me and Zay have gone through so many fucking things. Like, Zay a lot lately. But, like, we don't even bring that shit to our show. Because we're not a begathon. We're not, feel bad for me, feel bad for us. We literally just keep our shit together, get to a meeting, put our heads down, and put on the best show, and everybody wants to talk shit and say we got lucky. Fuck you. We're gonna beg like you do now.
Yeah, and for the people trying to do, like, the same thing with Beans, like, that's why it gets to the point where, like, she felt like she had to give this explanation about the shit that she's going on, like, with her life. Like, same way, I wasn't gonna really bring up that shit or whatever, but I felt like, you know, at least with her sharing that, like, you know, she's not the only one who's sharing personal shit. And I think that everybody goes through shit. She does not owe anybody an explanation. She deserved to get Employee of the Month as well. Give her her flowers. That's really it.
Okay.
Or to anybody else.
10 minutes. Hold on a second. We got 10 minutes to get to 250 likes before we lock up the grades. I'm sorry.
I've been carrying the fucking show. I literally went from Cafe, a show that I loved, to Milkers, where some old bat didn't give me a fucking chance, and then I went to the Family Emergency, come back, get broken up with through text, had to deal with that being made into content. Also, while let me calm down. I'm an adult. I can do it.
And while you're calming down, let me let you in some facts. Get the receipts on what was said on Rewind. That was based off of a conversation with Keemstar. And even I said, if you go a little bit further, even I said, yeah, I think he was just using that as an example. So if you're going to call out somebody, make sure you have all your facts in a row, Beans. What did I tell you in the DMs?
That might have been used as an example, but that was the example that was repeated like multiple times, Xylee.
Because you see how mad Billy was last night? And when Billy gets mad, he repeats himself. Yeah, exactly, it was. But when Billy gets mad, he is furious. So check your lipstick before you come for me. Bye. Love you, baby.
I love Xylee, not gonna lie.
Oh, I love how she just pulled up. She pulled up with the quickness. I was watching that shit. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna lie. I do like watching dolls. Mm-hmm. I do enjoy it. I'm not gonna act like I don't. I do. People like, oh, dolls is this, dolls is that. Like, to be honest with you, they're a budding milkers. Almost, if I dare say it, a budding queens.
Seth with the $4.99 said the best part of dolls was Pigtail sitting there making dumb, grumpy faces and not talking for most of the show.
Bro, hey, did you guys see me when I went up there and did the dumb Jamaican accent? I felt bad going up there and being there that long. But I like, fucking, shout out to Mary. I think it was Mary that dropped an 80 on them. And I was like, fuck. And then I was like, was that for it? Should I go up there and do it? Then I saw somebody said, Buff, get your ass up there. I'm like, fuck. So I went up there and I did it for a little bit. So that's kind of how I had to do it, man.
Real. Hold up. I'm trying to find, there's a few other things I want to talk about, but I'm trying to find like what kind of like goes best next. Do you want to talk a little bit about what happened with Rewind last night?
Bro, man, being in that meeting, that shit scared me, bro. I was wondering, like, who the fuck's gonna be on Rewind? Before we play the clip, who'd you think was gonna be on Rewind if Xylee didn't get reinstated?
I thought it was just gonna be Billy there, like, ranting about why there's no Xylee.
I thought, who do you think I thought it was gonna be, like, how it ended up being, like, Boogie and Billy when Xylee got mad and
Thank you, Stick.
So, that's kind of how I thought it was gonna be.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna start doing these in 1.5.
Oh, you don't have me doing the Jamaican.
There we go.
Solid?
Like a berry bush? Like a mulberry bush?
Billy, I bring you down.
That's okay. I don't need...
Do I bring you down, Billy?
Keemstar's here. Keemstar!
What's going
up, Keem?
You're live.
How does Zay Zoot it have a better docket team than Rewind? If this is really Rewind for life, where's the fucking docket team at? Like, you know, normally, like, how they structure their docket team is they have one person on the docket team that watches each one of those shows, and then they organize kind of like what happened, key moments and stuff, and then they know everything that's going on.
I know that. I know.
That's why they're creeping up on you guys. They're rewinding. They're covering every fucking thing, and they're creeping up on you. You guys can say whatever you want. I'm gonna laugh when you're in last place. I'm gonna laugh.
I'm not.
I think he was stirring the pot a little bit in this clip.
What do you mean stirring the pot a little bit? A little bit? The fuck?
So
we will never no, because that breaks down to that second thing I never got a chance to talk about. There's somebody in the chat that was like, oh my God, get your own content. You're not Rewind. I'm like, we are not Rewind. We just did a deep dive on Nightmare for like an hour and a half.
Rewind would have wanted to do that deep dive. Like, when I'm doing deep dives, I'm purposely picking shit that I think that Rewind is not going to do a deep dive on, something that I think that they might mention, but it's not something that I think that they're going to cover, like, super into detail, but it was interesting to me. And as a nerd, I feel like doing deep dive content just kind of makes sense. Now, as far as, like, with our docket team or whatever, I do kind of want to talk about that just a little bit, because I have like brought this up on shows before. That's where Keem got this from. Our docket team is amazing. Like, we do love them. They do amazing work. But like he was saying, I do have it structured so that I have a member of my docket team watching every single show. And
one of us.
Oh, and Billy said in chat that calling out Nightmare is not Rewind's job, which I think is really true. A lot of the deep dives we're doing end up being call-outs at the very end of things. Rewind is there to rewind all of the drama that happens in the day for you guys. So us doing deep dives is totally unrelated. If anything, it's kind of giving Rewind some content to like talk about on their streams. They've talked about our deep dives on Rewind.
Yes. Yeah. We try to make it more interesting for the LCU. Not everybody likes anime. Not everybody's a gamer. And everybody likes the shit that we do about. And yes, we still have nerdy topics. Yes, we still do nerdy things, but this is kind of our new thing we've been doing.
Yeah, we enjoy doing these deep dives.
Zay will have a concept of a deep dive, and she'll ask like, "Have you seen it?" And if I have, I'll grab some clips for her. If I haven't, the docket team grabs it for her. She won't tell me about it because she tries to get the most genuine. I kind of figured it out after this. After the second time of not telling me about these deep dives. Because I used to be pissed off about it, like, you're not helping me plan the show. I can't be a part of it. I want to help. And then it kind of clicked today. She does these things. She gets all these receipts, puts them in front of me, and then it gets me the most genuine reaction to what the content is.
Yeah, because then the reaction you're giving might be the same audience reaction, right? So I'm getting kind of like, without needing to see the chat, I'm getting kind of like a feel for somebody who hasn't seen these clips before, how they're feeling about it, right? I don't know. Thinking a little bit.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Look, I'm still training. I'm still training not to yell and scream at the top of my lungs. I haven't even touched my soundboard that much today. Like you've noticed. I'm trying to be a good boy, even though I am Darth Genius.
I will say, like, not every show is lucky enough to have a docket team that is able to fill all those slots. And I think the only reason we literally have somebody from Australia on our docket team. We have somebody from the UK from our docket team. And then we have people from the US. So we have people in all different time zones that can help us fill in those gaps for shows that we are sleeping for, not home for, to be able to watch, to get clips. So even if they're not clipping those shows for us and we have to get the timestamps later, they're telling us what's going on everything, which I feel like if Rewind doesn't have, like Keem was saying, that could help them just a little bit, is by making sure that they're filling in those gaps by, like, I think it's like most people do like 3 shows or something like that. So I don't know.
No, but this is kind of, go ahead, play it real quick.
Why is there no audio? Huh? Hold up, I gotta reshare it. For some reason, the audio just.
Garen, also, don't none of us fucking sleep, bruh.
Real.
By the way, you could also be one
Billy
of our
don't.
docket team.
Billy, don't.
We're still. Thought the video was paused.
Oh wait, Xylee said something. She said, I do have that. I thought I was gone for a damn week and wasn't working on the docket, plus Billy was pissed. Rough day yesterday. Yeah, exactly. So Rewind knows what they're doing with the structure. And if anything, that's more of a suggestion for the smaller shows, because I know Rewind already knows what they're doing. But yeah, it was like Xylee taking a step back for a week from the docket, and then like this all happening does fucking suck. Like, it's just poor fucking timing, you know?
I got 1 shot left. I'm sad.
Bro, I'm doing a new structure starting tomorrow. We got this.
For real, I was like,
I couldn't do it tonight because I didn't have enough time with the doctor appointment and everything else. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fine. We got this. But I will say this about Zay Zudit. Zay Zudit does a wonderful job. Zay Zudit doesn't have to cover 10 shows. Zay Zudit also doesn't have to cover the shows that don't have anything on.
Gaga super chatted $19.99. Imagine being a fry cook, and your fryer is only able to reach 300, then the boss is constantly on your ass because the fries are taking too long. Get me a good fryer.
You have no idea. You don't know that. I know that. Hey, Pokey Gaga, I forgot me and you were in a kitchen and you forgot to own a restaurant. That is the most bullshit thing as a cook. As a cook, Hey, all my food service workers, all my backline cooks, all my chefs, can I get a herd in the chat? Only people that work in the kitchen know what herd means. Round the corner, sharp, coming through hot, free tattoo. But no, I've gotten chewed out by so many fucking food managers and fucking chefs about not being able to cook something fast or not being able to have something done. And it's all because of faulty equipment. Shout out to all the fucking people that have to cook in the kitchen with faulty equipment and they won't fucking give you a raise.
Are you
they won't
picking
put
up
no
that
money
this
into
is an
the kitchen.
analogy? Do you really think he's
no,
talking about cooking right now? Because
No,
let's
it-
get
it-
to
no,
the
it
point
is.
of the fucking analogy, Buff. Sorry. But let's get to the analogy. You're talking about being a chef.
I'm sorry, it brought me back to memories. The point is of the analogy is that you're being blamed for the equipment, not for the people that are actually producing it. The people that are cooking are fine. They can only cook with what they have, basically. That's all I'm saying.
And I think
I'm sorry. It brought
he
me
got
back to
very
the
excited
kitchen.
about his job. But I think, like Pokegaga is saying, and they touched on this a bit in Rewind, that, you know, it is hard to do a Rewind show when some of the content on the other shows is not cutting it. You know what I'm saying? But to the Rewind docket team, focus on the good ones then. You already know what shows are going to be like better for the day. Make sure you're watching those ones or whatever. But it's not all on them either. You know what I'm saying? Like, Xylee can only do so much with the content that she's given, and that does suck. And
but I still agree with
Rewind,
you.
like she said in this clip too, we don't have to cover every single show. We only have to cover the ones that are interesting to us that we can deep dive. Xylee has to cover every single show, even if they're fucking boring, which can sometimes make for a boring Rewind.
Max Does Things super chatted $19.99. Zoe, I like the new swag you have. Looking like a lil Harley Quinn.
No! No! Every time I cut my hair, this happens. I can't avoid these fucking Harley Quinn allegations.
It's not Harley Quinn, bro. It's not Harley Quinn. It's Sakura Haruno. You're a Naruto character. It's okay.
Bro. This happened.
Are we at the fund?
No, we are 4 away from the NDF war on Nightmare's ego. I should clear it up that it's his ego specifically.
Bro, and after that, bro, Red should be nukes.
Red will be nukes. Gaff with the 2 said Harley Quinn in the chat. If you guys start a fucking Harley Quinn spam, I'm literally gonna lose my mind. Please don't do that.
What are you talking about, Harley?
Crazy. But yeah, so Xylee's got to cover way more shows than we do. So given that their show's only 2 hours most of the time, and it's harder to cover all of the content, especially, it sucks, because imagine all the good content happens on Monday, right? So Rewind's got to cover all the good content, and then Tuesday and Wednesday, there's nothing. Then what do you do?
Or even worse, everything happens, like, after that. Let's just say there's some shows that do, like, you know, sleep streams, and something pops off, and it happens on a Sunday night, or, like, a day before they're not. I'm just trying to say, if they have a whole bunch of time that everybody talked about it before them, it does make the story a little bit blown out. But I agree with the criticism. Like, everybody that watches Rewind, are you there for what they're talking about? Or are you there for Billy and Xylee? You're there for Billy and Xylee. So whatever the fuck they're talking about, it doesn't matter. I believe in Rewind, and I believe in the RWO will adjust to any fucking content that Xylee and Billy have to dish out. I promise you.
Get a little
They're
closer,
fucking machines. Oh my god, am I too quiet? Am I too...
Just get a little closer. You were a little far for a second.
I'm checking my thing. You vamp while I check my
Yeah,
fucking setting.
but yeah, I think it's a mix. Like, there's people that are there for their personalities, and there are people that are there to see the content be rewinded. I think that Billy and Xylee do a fantastic job over there. Like, no discredit to them. But I do think shitting on the shitty shows would help. Like, I feel like they don't want to do that because they want to be nice. They want to uplift the other shows in the network, you know, because they're one of the higher up shows. Just shit on them. Just, if the show sucks, just shit on it. Fuck it. Don't get yourself in trouble because you're trying to be nice to these smaller shows who are giving you fucking nothing. Because I feel like that's low-key what's happening here. And you know what? Just fucking shit on them. Just be like, yeah, look at this shit show today. And then Keem would laugh at that.
She doesn't have to do that.
How loud am I now?
So she gets to do the deep dives and stuff. I don't get to do
know
that
why.
because I have
Play the clip off.
But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We got this. We got this, bro. want to be last place. Get the fuck out of here. Rewind, baby. What? You know Keem? He fucking with us. I'm not even mad with what he came in here and said.
Quiet.
It is a quiet clip.
Dun, dun, dun.
See, Billy was just fed up in this moment.
Dale Sushi
Oh,
said,
he was.
we are here for the Billy Turns Heel arc. Billy, you want to say something?
He will. Eventually, he will.
It's gonna be good, bro. We're gonna be fine. We got this. Look how many supporters are in here.
Can we get like a W spam though for Xylee for having like such a positive attitude in such a negative situation?
Bro, she was bringing. She didn't stop. She didn't know whether she needed to give him time to breathe, time to think, or she needed to cheer him up. And she did a little bit of both. She gives him time to talk, but she also doesn't want dead air. Xylee is a fucking master for this shit. Did she get a little mad and walk away? Yeah, but she needed to. That was a very stressful situation. Not only did she have the shit with Keem, that she got reinstated, she had no show prepared. She had to think about what she was going to do. And then she came to this, had to deal with Billy's reaction. Billy broke down for a little bit. She had to pep him up and try to keep the show going and try to...
And had a smile on her
Xylee.
face while doing so. Xylee, we see you. We appreciate you.
It's crazy, man.
We got this. Billy,
Thank
you
you,
can make
Newsom.
anything funny. You're a pure fucking entertainer. You would kill
Facts.
it with anything.
Facts.
And you know that.
We can kind of talk over this a little
Hello,
bit.
humble underline. Danny DeLito says the fridge temperature. Ooh, the fridge temperature gauge is broke. He's heating up the contents
He
now.
is. He is turning a little red in this clip. I
Bro,
will
he
say.
is.
Oh,
That dude's
he
taking
just
a
said,
swig.
"I'm taking a swig."
Exactly, right? He's just trying to bug you. Exactly. Look, don't let it do to you what it did to me. All right?
No.
Yeah.
Billy.
You hella stronger than I am. Come on now. Kid behind the camera.
Love you
oh,
both.
shit.
Billy is
Love you
genuinely
both.
one of
Billy
the
is generally
funniest
one of the
people I've ever
funniest
met.
people I've ever met. Yep, exactly. You are. 100%. You can make anything funny. You can make, if
Yes.
I pulled a clip of a show being boring as fuck, you would actually add the entertainment value in that boring ass clip.
Exactly. That right there.
Yes.
That is why they don't need the shows to be entertaining, because Billy is the entertainment. He can look at a fucking shitty clip and be like, yeah, this was dog shit, but in a way
Yeah.
funnier way than anybody else could.
And yeah, that's what I that's what I aspire to fucking be. And you know, I had people tagging me like, Buff, go save Billy. Buff, go save Billy. I've known Billy for a long time. I've never seen him this mad. Like when he's mad, he'll normally he'll turn it into comedy. He'll yell a little bit, he'll go off a little bit, right? And he does a little bit after this. But I've never seen the silent rage Billy. That shit is scary. My dude was like legit about to keep going, sorry.
And that's what he's asking for. And I know you can do it because you're a funny motherfucker. You can turn paint drying into fucking funny. You're a pure fucking entertainer, bro. Period. I'm not wrong. I know I'm not wrong. These people watching know I'm not wrong. You can make anything funny. And I'm the straight man. I'm the one that's serious and gathers up the clips and shit like that. That's how we work. We're a fucking team that way.
I love this pep talk.
I lost my way for like a month.
I love
know
it.
that.
And she's being honest with herself with him
You
too.
got this, baby?
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to cry. I could tell. She was like, look, this is gonna make me sad. Look at her face.
Jinx Friend said, I'm biting my nails, RWO for life. I am too, Jinx Friend. Mitch's Toilet said, excited that I can now join the docket team for Rewind to help with everything that royally sucks across the LCU. Mooch's Toilet, I don't know if you are joining that's news to me. Seth Look says, Billy, do it for #TallCat. True. Anon, been a member for 5 months, been a pay pig for 5 months. Don't cry, Mr. William the Refrigerator. Thank you, Anon. I appreciate you. Bigfoot for 10. Remember, y'all brought me into the LCU, and now we have Locale Remind. Thank you for motivating me, Billy, and Xylee to be better. Absolutely, Ken. We love you, bro.
Yes.
That's
You're
such
always
a
gonna
good
be Rewind, no matter what.
Y'all were the first spin-off show besides Queens, and without... I was in the fucking trailer for fucking Rewind or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, without that show, a lot of these other spin-off shows wouldn't have even existed. If
I'm
your
about to
show
go
didn't
off.
do so well, Keem wouldn't have given these other shows a chance.
No, this is what pisses me off, bro, because I see so much fucking hate in the chat towards Xylee all the fucking time. And she chugs on all the fucking time. And it kills me. They don't understand the dynamic. Xylee does nothing. Xylee literally creates like the foundation of the show.
I'll be right back.
No, but it literally pisses me off. All this hate towards Xylee. It's weird. It's like this weird incelic hate towards like an older woman. I have no fucking idea. And all she does is come to the show, produce a well-produced document. She may not like some of the content it is, and I'm not gonna lie. Not a lot of shows are out here producing content that needs to be on Rewind. And if they really feel like it, they always have the choice to go up there. But nobody does. You know why? Because they're embarrassed of their content. I am too sometimes. We do good shit, and sometimes I know when I see Xylee in the chat, like, she knows what happened. They'll talk about it, and it normally does. But for people to give Xylee so much hate for how much fucking work she does, that's why she was the employee of the month. That's why she's so opinionated. That's why she said what she said to Keem, to be fair. Could have just shut the fuck up. And she knows, you know, I love you, Xylee, but even she admits she fucked up a little bit. But it just makes no sense. And I'm kind of looking at this and the pep talk that she gave, the distance she gave, the way she handled the whole situation of that day. I said situation. I sound like fucking Joffrey. The whole situation with what was happening yesterday and made that shit into a manageable show. I don't get it. There's so much going on. Got Nightmare's fucking ego. We got Billy shutting down. You got Xylee trying to balance everything and getting all this hate. Can I get nothing but NDFs in the chat? We got to save everything. We got to save Xylee. We got to save fucking Nightmare. We have to go to war to all this non-tent in this fucking universe. All this boring shit. We're going to make sure it's eradicated from this fucking universe. The NDF will be the protectors of the LCU. Am I understood? That's what we're going to do. Every time somebody flinches out of the wrong way, every time somebody produces a bunch of non-tent, if Rewind isn't going to be there and Rewind doesn't do enough of it, we're going to deep dive on every fucking mistake that they make because that's what the fucking NDF is for now. We have a purpose.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Sorry.
fucking NDF has a purpose.
You have
and
no
you know what
idea.
that purpose is today? To get those last 420s in, baby, so that I can go to war on this idiot's fucking ego. I'm so sick of this sheep fucker running around here like his shit don't fucking stink. Let's take him down a few fucking pegs on that totem pole, bitches, because I am ready for it.
Oh, man, this shit. You know what's so funny? I had a feeling we were going to go 4 hours today, but I still didn't prepare for it.
I was ready.
No, I was ready. But I was like, I'm going to go get more water and a banana. I'll be right back.
Okay, so another clip that I have is on Rewind of them talking a little bit about the war on Boogie.
Gafgarian super chatted $20, said it for months. Every show in this network requires the straight man and clown, agent of chaos, dynamic. Buff, Billy, Boogie, Batgirl are successful because Zay, Xylee, Keem, and Ken exist on the other side of the camera.
Yeah, I agree with Gaff very heavily on that. The biggest thing that works in especially like comedy, podcasting, things like that is like finding a dynamic, and a very common dynamic that happens is the straight man and clown trope. And you see that on a lot of the LCU shows. Keem and Boogie, Billy and Xylee, me and Buff, Batgirl and Ken. Those dynamics work because there is a straight man and a clown. Like on Dolls right now, there is a fight, I feel like, for who's the straight man. Beans fits the straight man role to a T. Like, she does not fit a clown role. Pigtails has an inner turmoil on if she wants to be between a clown and a straight man. And then Sweetie very much fits the clown role, but almost acts like a straight man on camera. So that's why they're kind of struggling with that power dynamic over there. But once they can figure out their roles a little bit better, then the two hosting will come. Pen rip, by the way, I will get to that. I had to plug in my pen for a second because it was like dying when I was trying to take the rips before. Which also means we are 3 away. 3 away from the War on Nightmare.
Remember, everybody, make sure you drink your water. Today's episode is sponsored by water. You need that shit. You know the cringe standard? You know the cringe standard was lowered the other day, a couple days ago, when Pigtails did that fucking pregnancy shit with Billy? Yeah. So I've just been free to make as many jokes as I can.
That shit was bad, not gonna lie.
Ooh,
bro. Bro, Beans been getting at her ass. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be Pigtails and Beans, but it looks like it's probably gonna be Beans and fucking Sweetie.
What makes you say that?
Bro, they've been going at it. And then all fucking Pigtails just wants to do, like, just drama. And there's nothing wrong with doing drama, but she wants to, like, fabricate the shit. And you gotta have, like, genuine shit.
Yeah. Or, I mean, if she's gonna go the stupid, like, fabrication route, then you can't just, like, sit on the show and be like, well, we need drama. Like, just go start
But
something.
now that she said it on the stream, no matter what drama they do, they're gonna think it's fake.
Yeah, no one's gonna take her seriously now.
Me looking like Curious George eating a banana is not good. It's not good.
What? Okay, well, what? I don't think anybody said that. I think you just said that.
No, I'm just blaming myself.
Also, at 637 votes, I'm going to close that poll, which says, should we make an NDF shirt? And it was 62% yes. So I'm a little torn because it still wasn't, like, super high percentage of yes.
Yeah. If it was 70, I'd be like,
if we were 70 or higher, we would definitely make the shirt, but I think we'll debate on that one for a little bit.
We should have just kept it running the whole show, to be fair.
I mean, I could, but...
But it's 600-something votes.
I'd rather run it again on another show because the viewers might be different and see how that goes. But while we are talking about merch, if you guys want to head over to the lolcow.co merch store, it is the lolcow.co/pages/lolcownerd. You can get the signature hoodie, the signature tee, the signature hat. You can get the Weeb Army.
What do you mean signature? Zay, these are no longer signature. All of these you see are rare content. No, it's rare. They don't even know. Once you get these, there will be no more like them. Like, legit. All this shit that you see on the screen besides...
Bigfoot out super chatted $20. Pigtails has been fake since her tryout. Making her own donos for punishments. Do you expect anything else when it comes to fabricating drama? I can't.
That is a very good point, Bigfoot alt. Very good point. Okay. But yeah, here's the old design, by the way. This is the old Lolcow Nerds logo. As you guys can see on the channel, that is the new logo, which should be coming on the shirts and all the other, like the hoodie and stuff soon. And then we also have the Hot Dog Gang tee. A really good option. I love my Hot Dog Gang shirt. I will be getting Summer Dog shirts, hopefully coming soon. I have it working with the merch team right now. And then, first ever Lolcow beanie is the Weeb Army beanie in the Lolcow Nerds merch store. There's also a snapback version of this one as well. So, make sure you guys are checking those out. And then, there was another thing I wanted to check out on this page. Hold on. Where is it?
Man, no, first of all, you didn't even tell these people. All that is limited rare edition shit now. Like, legit, it's not going to be there soon. Like, any day now, all that's going to be gone. So if you like the new design, you know, wait for that. But if you like the old design and hate the new design, you might want to get that shit before it's gone. So you can be like, look, I was a nerd before it was cool. I was a nerd fan before it was cool. What's this?
So this is the new schedule page over at lolcow.co, which shows the channels that are currently live. So this is a new feature that they added that was really cool that I wanted to show off. It shows all 10 channels here. You can filter by channel. So for on the weekends, this will be super helpful to just see what channel you want and what's live. It shows the shows coming up for the day, so you can get like a idea of some of the thumbnails and whatnot. And then there's an entire weekly schedule to see if all the shows did their stream time or whatever. So it's showing that we're live right now. It's showing like who has their stream scheduled and what time they're scheduled for. So if you're ever trying to figure out when shows are going to be live, what show's live now, that'll be the new place to go head over and do it. Now, heading over to the leaderboard, the last thing that we'll check out on this page, I wanted to say a huge thank you to you guys because we have pushed all the way back to 2nd place for Super Chats. So we've been sitting there for a few days and, you know, not a few days, like a day, but it's always back and forth between us and Rewind this month.
Bruh, that can be changed any day.
Yeah, it can. It has gone back and forth all month.
Anybody else?
Rewind, but.
Anybody else besides Rewind in live, we can claim victory over any day. But like, this is literally just like a tit for tat.
No, it has been back and forth, but we want to maintain and at least push for 3rd if we can't keep 2nd. But I would love to.
What do you mean at least push for 3rd? We will get 3rd. We're gonna be 3rd.
So any of those $20 donations that you guys throw today that get you that Rich Bitch badge also helps with the war tithe and also helps us get closer to staying 2nd or 3rd on the leaderboard. Then if we're heading over to the gifted membership ranks,
shout out to Cafe. Look at that. Shout out to fucking Batgirl and Ken. Look at that shit.
Yeah, they're killing it this month. But we need to get ours up absolutely for sure because Queens is taking us over again in the number 4th spot, which we need to take back and fight for. NDF.
NDF. Where are my NDF badges? I need to see more. I almost broke my chair.
And then looking back at Breakdown, we are still in the number 4th spot. Once again, explaining how this works. It has to do with money. We know that we have 4 more crowns than them in the same amount as Pay Pigs, but because they have more cash cows, it equals more money, which means they're higher up on the breakdown. So the more cash cows we get as well will help us on the breakdown as well. So NDF, we are definitely killing it this month. I am so proud of us.
We're gonna open up the NDF ranch. We're gonna have a ranchathon. No, for real. Shout out to King Ranch. We're literally gonna have a King. We're gonna have a King Ranch marathon. Not the user, but like we're gonna push for nothing but cash cows that day. Nothing else. Nothing else. That's what we should do. You know what? We'll do that tomorrow.
We got Pokey Gaga with the 10 who said, ooh, I guess it was a good idea to have a tab to show who's live and upcoming. Good point.
What's your nerd Nami pick, Pokey Gaga?
Also, Gaff with the 10 said, someone making their own donos for punishments is exactly what makes her the perfect foil. But LCU shows aren't 3 hosts. The clown takes the role of the foil, except on LCL, where Rastov fills that spot. That's a really good point. But I think she could be a clown, maybe. We'll have to see. She's like very, like she wants to be like a fighter, but I feel like it just doesn't fit her that great.
Pokey said, pick for me. I'm going to pick something non-anime related.
Okay, well, think about it while I show them this clip.
I'm away!
Yeah, well.
Nerds declared war on Boogie today because Boogie went to Harrison, Arkansas without Buff. And Buff made a big goal with the nerd audience to get him to go to Harrison, Arkansas with Boogie because Boogie thought it would be funny since they were locals to go there together. Now, last minute, Boogie had to go down and get Desi due to a last-minute family issue. What are you pointing
Christian's
at?
in waiting.
Christian's in waiting. Christian, 1 second. Boogie had to go down to get Desi. So this was a last-minute situation, and Boogie decided to make content of it. And Nerds was trying to wage war on Boogie over it. And now Boogie's here.
Okay, let's get Christian in here. Yes, Boogie?
I just wanted to say about Buff Weeb.
Yeah.
Buff and I had plans for him to come to Harrison this last weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he tells me, he's like, well, I had to spend $1,500 on back bills. Let's try to do it again next month. Well,
yes, I did.
Keemstar called me this morning. He said, you need to do a fucking show. I did the best show I could. Now, I could wait another month for Buff Weeb, and I will. I'm still going to take him there, and he can put it on fucking Nerds. But, hey, I didn't scam the goddamn motherfucker. He's the one who said I had to spend the money on back bills, so I couldn't fucking be there. So you can be as mad at me as you fucking want. He's the one who chose not to come. I was there. I passed through Harrison this last weekend to come get my fucking girl. And I waited, and I waited. He could have come up yesterday or the day before. We'd have made it work. Here I fucking am. I'm 2 hours from Harrison. You expect me? Keemstar calls me up this morning and says you better do the best goddamn show you can. I did the best show I could. And I'm still willing to take you there, Buff. Yeah. So fucking Nerds, calm the fuck down. I'll still go there. There's plenty of content for everybody. Every goddamn YouTuber with a grain of fucking salt's gone there already. There's plenty of content there. I didn't eat up all the racists.
Yeah, there's going to be more racists there.
I don't think that was really the point. I think more so the point of why people were upset about it is because the goal was for you guys to do it together initially. It kind of loses its luster to go back and do it again. Not saying that you guys can't. It will still probably be hilarious. I'm sure it'll be great content, but
I appreciate
it
him
does
for
seem like
testing the waters. It is true. Like, motherfucker, look, I ain't got fucking money to fucking just go ahead and just get a rental car and just go down there right now. But he is right. So I figured when I knew that something was going on with Desi, I figured that we were going to be doing it next month. So the fact that he did it, and it was like, fuck.
And the other thing
if you
to
knew you
clear
were gonna
up
go,
as well is
you should
that
have gone.
as far as you told me, he was going to be picking you up.
I don't think he was. My plan was to get a rental car and go to him, and then I thought we were going to drive down there.
He was going to take you from there, yeah. So it was not like picking you up, but you were going to be meeting him in his area and then going from there. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what the whole plan was, and he was traveling, and then I heard that his parents her parents were coming to get her, so I didn't think he was going there at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, save the rest of the money I got, and I'll be fine. We'll do it next month. And then when I figured that he was going there, I didn't know he was going there by himself. And if that was the case, I'd been like, bro, come get me. And then if he would have told me no, then I'd been like, whatever, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't know.
Someone said Buff cut the content. In a way, yeah, I guess you could say that. But it's not like I didn't try. The fuck?
Yeah, it
right?
wasn't planned for this. It was kind of basically rushing what was supposed to happen. Like when we did the goal was supposed to be for the next month following, and yeah, I mean he just kind of had to wait a little bit. Like to be fair, Buff has only been paid one YouTube check, so.
Yeah, I did lose my job in the middle of this shit. So you seen 1,500? Yeah, cut that in half, and that's two things.
So basically, Boogie just did the trip earlier than when they were talking about doing it, because Boogie was already going out there, so he had nothing planned for LCL for the day, so he just did that instead. Is basically what happened.
It's like, it's basically mad that you did the idea without us, and you're like, well, you shouldn't be mad I did the idea without us because you couldn't do it, and I was already there.
But the only reason that you were also mad is because it was your idea, not Boogie's idea. So he kind of just
we kind of came up with it the same idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we should go on a trip, and I'm like, we should go to a really racist place, and he said Harrison, Arkansas is a racist place, and then that's where we should go.
Yeah, I get you.
And that's how the idea was born.
More than once, you can go back with Buff. You got this.
Yeah, no shit. I'll take him up to the holler. We'll go we'll go to the church this time. I don't fuck this thing at a Walmart. We'll go shake the hand of the man who ran the Klan. I don't give a fuck, Buff. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Stop paying back bills and get your fucking ass up here.
They caught up now,
right,
Boogie.
So there we have it, guys. Boogie, content can't wait. Boogie had to make a move. He was down there. Content can't wait. If you think that Boogie's going to wait for Buff, that's kind of ridiculous. All right, pulling Christian up. Christian.
How close? How is Buff close to Boogie? Maui asks. No. I think Boogie lives like 4 hours away from me, and then Harrison is 3 hours. I think they're in different directions. You know, so I'm trying to see. Let's see.
Oh, he just went mute. I was like over here typing something. But yeah, well. The war with Boogie, I guess, has been settled, but I'm ready to go to war again. So if we can get those last 2 20s in there,
I'm sorry.
Go to war.
I'm saying my address.
But yeah, so then after that happened, then the next thing that literally you saw, Christian popped onto Rewind last night and started talking a little bit about like what happened with the Psycho Mom situation. So I'm gonna skip ahead to when they get to like the actual bulk of the content, so we can give an update on that, because we touched on that a little bit yesterday.
To be fair, I will tell you this. I will give him a thing for not coming to me, because for him to drive to me, it would take 5 hours, and for him to drive from me to where we were going would take another additional 3 hours. Instead of him just driving straight there, I think would take like 5 hours. Let me just see. Hold on. Fayetteville to Harrison.
Okay. I'm going to pull up.
Wait. What? Wait, hold on. Sorry. No, that was the wrong thing.
I'm getting confused.
I thought it said 15 hours. Oh, for him to get where he's going, it would only take an hour. So like, no, no. No, fuck that.
The
Fuck
lady
that.
of the
I see.
hour.
No, it would think about it. It would take him 9 hours to do that trip instead of just going like driving 2 or 3 hours. So yeah, I give
Can we
you
get
that.
a Yoshi dance for Milkshake? It's been so long since she did one.
Of course.
Thank you, sweetie.
I love when we see the guys in the chat. They're like, "Hi Zay, you're so pretty."
Maybe they were just being nice.
come. You think we're done dancing with the kitty? I do look like all the things that people say I look like without my beard. You're correct.
Wait.
All right, I got it out of me. I got it out of me. I'm sorry.
Long, heavy. She's such
Is
a
that your
big
cat
one.
head? Is that a cat
She's
head?
so big.
Is that a cat hat? Is that your version of a pussy hat? I love how she's accepting it too. Like she knows this is a thing.
She'll let me do whatever. She's so chill. She's such a baby. This is baby.
I don't know
mode,
what's
but
wrong.
she's too big for baby mode.
I love that she's just sitting there like, I don't know what my human's doing, but I accept it.
It's because when I try to go to sleep every night, she bothers me the same way. We have this, little commensalism relationship of harassing each other all day long. So.
Oh, so you piss her off, so she pisses you off, so this is a perpetual cycle? Maybe stop pissing off your cat.
She started it. Look at her right now licking a trash bag.
I don't know what my...
Why?
Ew! It's Roxy's stream. That's gross.
Why would you get paid for the rest of the month if she's not an employee? She's not.
It's actually our stream of
What are you
Roxy's
talking about
stream.
then? What are we here for? He's literally saying, okay, so what would she get paid for? What do you mean? What are you trying to imply? So you're saying, oh, she should have been paid for the rest of March. Oh, but she wouldn't have been paid because she wasn't an employee. So you're literally self-admitting that what you're complaining about has no...
Are you guys getting caught in Roxy's retard storm? Is Roxy the one saying that she should get a severance package because fucking the Psycho Mom got paid for what, 4 extra days that month? So she get paid for the whole month? Is that why this whole thing is in place? And that's why Christian went up to say that she didn't get paid for the whole month? But she did get paid for what, 4 fucking days? Is that why this whole stupid ball of dumb is happening? Because Roxy's trying to say that because Psycho Mom got 1/3 of that month that she should get the entire fucking split of this whole month when she left before the half of the month was fucking over?
Billy, I think I'm even more confused now.
Basically, what Roxy is trying to say is so what he's saying was the conversation before, was Roxy trying to say she should get paid for the whole month and not where you're saying that you're stopping her payment at. And then it was like, well, Psycho Mom got paid for the whole month, and she doesn't understand why Psycho Mom got paid for the whole month.
Yep, she said her and Savage discussed why would Psycho Mom get paid for the whole month, and I said, as far as my mother knows, she didn't get paid for the whole month. It ended.
It's because they're all fucking stupid, and they're like, well, why? Well, because she got let go. She got let go because she just wasn't cutting it. So like this year she got let go. Let's give her the whole fucking month. And then she's not going to be there next month. And she got let go at the end of the fucking month. There's only a few days left. It was reasonable to give her 1/3 because she got let go. Y'all fucking pissed off. Why the fuck are they going to give you your split for the whole fucking month when y'all pissed off? And now you're dumb shitting around, creating a storm of ignorance. This is fucking dumb. Dumb people everywhere. Fuck.
This is even dumber than we thought. I just don't even understand what the point of this entire fucking thing was. Like, I literally cannot.
I think it was like a full week. I think it was more than just 4 days, but
I don't know. I thought it was the 26th, 27th. I can't remember. It might have been a full week.
It was practically it was right at the end of the month.
All I know is it was the day Savage showed up.
Oh, it was?
Yep.
It was
the day after. It was when they were out by the pool.
And it was a full week. Yeah, it was a full week.
Yeah.
So she got paid for an extra week. She got paid for an extra week, and it's like, whatever. Like, I don't care. Roxy shouldn't care, and Savage shouldn't care over that. And I didn't steal her money. Me and Mike didn't pocket any money. What Christian said on that show is just not true.
Yeah, but Christian's up there because Roxy's up there digging dumb shit, and Christian's up there being deputy dumb shit, falling into her dumb shit, and now it's a big fucking tumbleweed of idiocy. You're all dumb. You're all dumb, Christian. Because you went in there to correct something without the correct information, you made it a big clusterfuck of worse. That sucks.
Agree.
Yeah, pretty much. But
Christian just came back.
For real. One good thing I know is that you're.
Yeah, pretty much. Like.
Am I wrong?
Everything that he said that we showed on stream yesterday, he's like basically just saying, he's like, oh, well, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, yeah, she shouldn't have been paid. So what the fuck was all of this? What was you going back and forth with Keep in the Discord about when you were dead in the wrong? Just say I'm wrong. That's it.
I don't know. I just don't know, man.
I can't.
I just don't. I literally, it's just dumb. It's just fucking dumb. It makes absolutely no fucking sense.
Yeah.
Can you make sense of this?
No.
Our boss has a certain saying that he always says. I notice he does. Make it make sense, eh? Make it make sense. Can you?
I can't.
I can't either.
You want to get into today's fuck math? See, Gaff, I read your mind. You didn't even have to say it. I already knew.
Sorry, I'm making a new sound for when we go to war this time. War sound 2. What emoji should we have?
Are you pulling a fuck math graphic or no? I'm waiting for that.
Oh no, I can do that right now. You ready?
Yeah.
Today in fuck math.
So this fuck math is going to be for Tuesday, September 17th, 2024. The first article that we have is that multiple passengers on Delta Airlines flight out of Salt Lake City, Utah, reportedly suffered ruptured eardrums and bloody noses after the aircraft encountered pressurization issues 10,000 feet in the air. You're stuck 10,000 feet up there and all of a sudden your ears are bursting, which is really painful, by the way. I've had a ruptured eardrum. It's so painful, and your nose is bleeding, and there's nothing you can do because there's one bathroom.
Oh, my God.
You're fucked. Next up, we have a newly released hospital patient stole an ambulance and led police on a high-speed chase through half a dozen towns in southern New York. Wild. Next up, we have NYC's free condom program runs desperately low on supplies and is likely to be completely out before October. Oh no, no more free condoms. Sucks, I guess. Linkin Park holds its first performance with new lead singer Emily Armstrong. Popular YouTube personality Logan Paul, Mr. Beast, and KSI launch Healthier Kids and Adults lunch brand meant to outdo mid-competitors like the Kraft Heinz iconic Lunchables.
You can never outdo Lunchables. Why are you guys trying to like overcome Lunchables? Lunchables has too much nostalgia. The only reason why they'll buy it is because you've driven them to like this weird, sweet, bittery, potion of the devil you call fucking Prime. Do you drink Prime?
No, I've never even tried it.
You drink Prime, bro? You drink Prime? You drink Prime, bro? You should drink Prime, bro. You drink Prime? Hey, chat, you drink Prime? You should drink Prime.
You sound like the broccoli head kids.
Hey, bro, I drink Prime every day, bro. Fucking love Logan Paul. I'm fucking impulsive, bro. I fucking love him, man. KSI is fucking hilarious, man. I drink Prime.
Literally everyone's like, fuck no, never drink Prime.
Do you drink Prime? Hey, bro, hey, chat, do you drink Prime?
Okay, Buff.
Hey, bro, you should totally drink Prime, bro.
Okay,
like,
Buff.
hey, bro.
We heard it
I
enough
hate him
times.
so much.
You're killing me. And the very last piece of fuck math is archaeologists in Poland discovered 13th century remains of an alleged vampire children. The anti-vampire burial included removing their skull and burying them face down with stones atop their torso. Okay.
What the fuck? Can we find pictures of this?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, Google that, please. That sounds like King Ranch stuff. But no, that just sounds vampire children?
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck are they smoking? Is this like the old, like, Bat Boy fucking old-timey tabloids? Is that what we're doing?
I got it.
You did?
Yeah.
We got to start deep diving on these fucking...
So this
every
is
time
what
we
we're
see an
looking
interesting
at.
subject.
So it was like this grave, and as you can see, it's like kind of shallow, and there was just these stones atop of it. And you see
Wait
how
a
it's like
minute.
face down in the dirt?
Yeah.
That's like absolutely not common, so...
Well, this is true, but also I feel like I've seen this guy in the background photoshopped on every every like dig like this.
Yeah.
Bro. Our hands look so weird when we don't have flesh on them. They're just these long, fucking fin-like things.
Yeah, it says that
I don't like that.
archaeologists have discovered several children's graves from medieval and 17th centuries with unusual burial practices, leading researchers to believe that the children were suspected of being vampires or demonic entities.
They have some long-ass hands, bro. Did you see that picture?
Yeah, it did have long hands. The
No, go
skeleton.
back to that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, go back to
I
that.
got rid of it.
I'm sorry. Go back to that. We're deep diving on this. Fuck it. Did we just uncover vampires?
Wait, hold up.
One's in the chat. Did we just uncover vampires? I think we just uncovered vampires. Does the NDF have to go against vampires? Are there vampires among us?
We might have to. We're close to the goal anyways, so I guess we'll be all right.
One's in the chat if you've seen Attack on Titan too, because it's going to really make the NDF.
Oh, those aren't the hands. Those are the feet. Those are the feet.
No. Not that. Up there. This next to it is the hands.
That's an arm bone, sir.
That's an arm bone?
It's an arm
never
bone.
mind. Okay,
yeah, the
I thought
hand
those
is
were
still
hands.
buried. It's just
Okay,
got long
never
little
mind.
toes.
That is an arm bone. Holy shit, it is.
There's a video
My
on
bad.
it. Okay, I'll take it. Where's my video?
To be fair, that looked like a long ass. You know what I'm trying to say? Because that's why I was looking at my hand. Like that's not that long.
I don't
Tell
see
me the
video,
bone that's
Gaff.
right here.
Where's the video?
Your tibia is your long one. So what is it? Tibia, fibia. That's that one. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Which one is this one called? Which one is that fucking double arm bone one called now?
I got it.
We're doing anatomy. We're really getting nerdy. Come on. What the fuck is it called again?
Hold up. We have a video about the. Oh.
I'm waiting for you to get it. I'm asking about
Hold
my
up.
arm bone.
My
while you're
computer
getting
just
it
had
up.
a whole thing. My computer had a whole moment. Are we still
Your-
live?
Your computer bone is not connected to your internet bone.
No, I need to make sure we're actually still live right now. Okay. there we go.
One's in the chat if we're
We're good.
still live. I'm gonna smash my face with a pie.
Well, I'm trying to watch this video, Gaff, but it's got a really long ad that it won't let me skip. So
Oh,
we're gonna have to
the
wait.
big
a
one's
second.
called the big one's called the humerus. That's why they call it the funny bone. That makes more sense now. I think I've heard that before. I love how I learned so much, but like the internet feeds so much knowledge into your brain. You know, you only have so much
Okay, I
storage,
have it.
right?
We're ready.
All right, okay, bet. Damn, Nicole.
Oh.
You.
Oh, damn.
I'll say read it.
Can you not read? You need
No,
me to read them all for you? Like, hell?
No,
I'm
I was
pretty
gonna
sure
do
you
it for
can
the
read.
chat. What if people can't read that fast?
The skeletal remains show the corpse's severed head was buried face down and heavy stones were laid on top of the body.
Bro.
For centuries, the mythical fanged monsters were blamed for a slew of problems, including diseases and other shit. In 2006, Italian scientists discovered a 16th century vampire buried with a brick in its mouth. The object was apparently wedged in an unlucky woman's mouth to stop her from eating. Now that's a piece of history you can really sink your teeth into. Well,
Bro, did them bitches have I believe it. Thank you, Butterfly420. I appreciate that.
NDF rise.
NDF rise! Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god, Zay. Oh my god.
You're struggling. Okay, so you want to talk a little bit about some of your docket topics or mine, either one?
Do yours first so I can grab one of mine.
Okay. Well, if you could bring up a picture for me, that's awesome. The very first one, highlighted in green. Minnesota shooter used public data brokers to target lawmakers at home. An armed suspect, Vance Bulliter, allegedly used people search sites and public records to compile addresses of dozens of states and federal lawmakers, marking a chilling new use of data broker info. He's formally charged with murder, yes, stalking, and weapons offenses, all in Minecraft, after the deaths of Rep. Melissa Hortman and her husband, plus serious injuries to Senator John Hoffman and his wife as well. The attack has reignited calls from senators like Amy Klobuchar and Ron Wyden for stronger laws to regulate data brokers and protect personal privacy. Damn, that's kind of fucked. So how do you feel about regulators only caring about the accessibility of personal data if it's their data on the line?
I think it's kind of one of those things, how do I say, a tide that lifts all ships type thing. Like, it kind of like, even if somebody's worried about data and data leaking because of their own personal data, that also secures other people's data. Unless they're only worried about their data only and then fuck everybody else's, then no, that's bullshit. But you should fight for your information. There's so much money made off of what you are. What drives you? What do you like? What do you fantasize about? What do you envy? What do you want? What do you want to buy? What do you need? There's so many things that those analytics make money, and they make money off of you. So everybody should literally be getting a check in the mail every month just because how much money people make off your data. You think it's like, oh, it's just not that much. It's $1 billion industry.
Yeah, Gab brings up a really good point, too. He said nobody gave a shit when other people are getting murdered because of their own personal data, but these bitches be selling data to the lowest bidder and lobbyer all the time, and now that they get targeted, it's an issue, and that's fucked. I agree. Like, literally,
wait, what?
Governments are some of the biggest fucking proprietors of stupid shit like
that.
No,
I know. They're the one to have most of our fucking shit. No, yeah. I think our shit should be privated like a motherfucker. And if it's like
lobbyists, all that shit, they sell that info.
So what they're saying is like they weren't caring about it until this happened, right?
Yeah,
is that what I'm hearing?
They didn't care about it until the senators died from it, but other people get murdered from it all the time. It's just an interesting topic to see that them finally like cracking down on it now because of the senators being murdered.
This is starting to break into this new segment. I didn't want to tell you because we didn't have a meeting about it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It's a segment I'm building called "Cancel Me, Senpai." You know, it's a segment where we talk about the most outlandish shit and topics because this is about to get a little spicy. I'm gonna refer to her job as Lego people. All right. So, is it bad? I gotta word this right. Is it bad that people target Lego people and people like, you know, the dude that the Luigi guy did out of fucked up things that they do and that causes a movement and stuff to happen? Is that violence? I'm not saying that violence is justified, but is it proving a point that things have gotten to so extreme that they feel like this is the only choice they have for somebody to actually prove a point, for somebody to actually pay attention to what's going on and fix something? Because it seems like when Lego people and elite people get schmurked or skirted, that's when people want to boo-hoo and act like there's a problem, and it's been in their face the whole time. People are constantly in higher elevations, in higher statuses than us, constantly fucking us over on a constant day by day in safety. And if Lego people and all these other people didn't think they were safe, would they act the same way they do? Would they still sell people's data on the dime? Would they still be corrupt if they knew that there was some Batman or like force that was like looking out, making sure they weren't? I hope I worded that right.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's an interesting topic, but, you know, kind of just new in the media. So, what do you have yours ready now?
Oh yeah. Let me grab it. Hold on. Sorry, that was a little bit more than I expected. I'm not gonna lie. Because I thought this lady just pulled this lady up, and then this whole fucking lady just.
Yeah, I know. It was a little bit of a heavier topic.
I was like, oh shit, let's see what nerdy topic she gets in. Then she's like, okay, this bitch died. I'm like, oh. All right. Okay. So, bro. What the fuck is this Liam Neeson shit? I've been looking at this for a couple days now. Is he, he's doing the Naked Gun? Is it like a remake? You gotta help me with this one.
I'm so confused as to where you're even looking right now. Oh.
I'm looking at my topic. It's the Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson revived the Naked Gun with slapstick spark and new trailer. What the fuck?
Are you asking me to pull up the trailer?
Yeah.
Or read it?
Pull up the trailer.
Okay.
That's why, it's in there. I'm pretty sure we have to.
That we can play it out loud, but I'm just lowering the volume so it's not blowing people's ears out.
Thanks. Once you kill a man for revenge, there's no going back. A voice in your head saying over and over, "That was awesome."
Oh.
Who are you?
Drebin. Detective Frank Drebin. Thanks.
Police squad has always been the elite.
I know. It was right there. I was already ready for it, but you don't got scream. 2 seconds of it, you're fine.
True.
That was where they pre-warned me. They were like, once you hear that, just mute it just in case.
My bad. I didn't know you were prepared.
I'm over prepared.
Bro, now we can talk about this.
Bro's just
How much do you like? No, because I read this, but I was like, slapstick? And like, am I thinking about the right slapstick? It's, bro, Liam Neeson is one of my favorite fucking actors. And this is going to be funny. They have not made, oh my God, Seth MacFarlane's into this shit. It's going to be funny.
I'm just, the way that they had it filmed for a second there, where it was like first person, was like really weird.
Bro, it was great. I'm going to watch this. Are you going to watch this shit? I'm going to watch this shit. Is that Exhibit?
Well, my biggest thing, I'm not a huge I'm a big action movie person. I'm more into like horror, like rom-coms, that type of stuff.
If you watch a rom-com, you can watch this shit. What
I don't like action movies though.
It's a reboot.
Really
okay, bet.
Interest. Was that a Tesla? Why did it look like that?
It should have been. It'd be funny. What the fuck? Hey, what the fuck? Oh no, it's just that. Oh no. Oh no! It got me.
If it's on YouTube, I think you'll be alright.
It got me. I was like, what the fuck? That shit was funny, bro. That shit was funny. She was just.
What is even going on?
I don't know, but I love it. I love every last minute of it.
Oh God. This movie looks surely interesting. I will say that.
I get because the article wasn't making sense. Without watching this fucking trailer, it would not have made sense. And this shit is funny as fuck. This is going to be great. First of all, Liam Neeson is one of the best action heroes. Like, legit. He just is. Him and the whole Taken series. I love Taken. Have you seen all the Taken movies? I've seen all the
I've seen the first 2 Taken movies, but there's 3, right?
I don't know how many. But
I think there's 3 or 4, but I've seen the first 2.
That was either Exhibit or Busta Rhymes. I can't know who that was.
Guess that shit is going on the wheel for sure. We need more freaking Nerd Nami picks in today. I think I got 1 Nerd Nami pick in this entire dang show.
Oh, I was supposed to pick for Pokey Gaga, and what I picked is we're going to watch Supernatural, if that's not already on there.
Somebody put it on the wheel one time, and it never got spun, and Bailey loves Supernatural, so works for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. I try to pick. I was thinking the whole time, like, we got to pick something that's not anime. So that's. I'm trying. Okay, I could have easily made us watch more Attack on Titan.
So, I forgot about something that I wanted to talk about a little bit that is LC related. So, you know how I've been managing Tech Talk?
Yes.
They're kind of driving me insane right now. Can I be honest?
Yeah, you can. Tell me about it.
So, like, yesterday, I, like, took a little bit of a nap, woke up late, right? So, I'm tuning into Tech Talk about an hour into the show. I put this shit on. I'm watching it for 5 minutes, and I'm telling you, it's like 2 people, like, it looks like 2 people who don't get along, don't like each other, trying to talk about, like, the most boring fucking subject you ever heard. And I'm like, what is going on here? So, at one point in time, I jumped on the show, and I'm like, guys, like, this just ain't it. But what you're missing is that both me and Rastov, for like a month at this point, and Rastov even longer than I have been constantly giving them, like, here's, like, you know, some ideas for, like, shit you could do or whatever. We'll give them ideas, they'll do those ideas, those will work or whatever, and then they can't come up with anything based off of the ideas that we give them that works. I just want to give a little example of Tech Talk. Just a little example of what's going on at Tech Talk. So this is how their intro went yesterday.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Kernel Panic of the YouTube technology podcast sector. This is Lolcow Tech Talk. Good morning. Hello, it's Tuesday morning, June 17th. How's it going, everybody? Happy end of your weekend, beginning of your work week. Well, that was yesterday. And as always, we hope that you are having a better day than we are. Hello,
What the fuck are you talking about, CD? He does this is the most honestly excited I've seen him in an intro the entire time he's been on this fucking show. Usually he starts the intro with the, hey guys, welcome to Tech Talk. CD, do you think anyone wants to watch a show if you don't even act like you want to be there? I hope you guys are having a better day than I am. No, everyone's having a fantastic day today. You're here doing Tech Talk. You don't even act like you want to be on your own fucking show.
Okay. If we get a 50 bomb, what we're gonna do is we're gonna play like 10 seconds of the intro. And we're gonna come in and we're gonna act like CD-ROM. That's gonna be fun. Come on, it's gonna be funny as hell.
Yeah, if we get a 50 bomb at all between now and the end of the show, we'll do that.
Oh my god, we only have an hour left? Holy shit. This shit went by fast.
Yeah, I was gonna time it, and then I was like, oh, we got time.
couple of interesting things to do today, a couple some things to go over, and for God's sake, the sexy cop memes just won't die. So, regret, so much regret. It's never gonna end.
That smile.
When
so
does it
happy
end?
about it.
For God's sake, Glammy, when does it end? Get up here.
That's when you get the biggest smile on his face. When he's talking about this goddamn sexy cop costume. Other than that, this entire stream, he's like Oscar the fucking Grouch. And I'm just like, bro, how the fuck is anyone going to want to watch this when you don't even want to watch it?
His punishment for that has to be starting out the next 3 shows wearing the outfit.
His punishment?
He can change.
He does this every stream. If you think this was a one-off thing, I could pull up another intro for you right now, and it's going to be the exact same fucking... I don't want to be here, guys, but thank you for tuning into Tech Talk. You know, this show is just going to be me reading some articles on screen, and Glammy's going to talk over it the entire time while I'm reading it, and we're going to do some goals to make me look stupid, and it's just like, come on, they don't even want to fucking be there.
Zay, Gaff said, as manager, you should mandate him to wear a sexy costume until he can do a solid intro.
You know what? You're right, Gaff. That's fucking right. CD,
I just said that.
CD, if you're watching, you're wearing a sexy costume until we get this fucking intro down.
You fucked up. I just said that. And you just, when Gav said it, you agreed with it. This is a bullshit.
Yeah, but you didn't say you were reading a donation.
No, I said that before.
That was Gaff's
you didn't
donation.
acknowledge me.
That's racism. That was Gaff's donation. That's racism. But all I'm saying is... yeah, this is not cutting it. And we've had I've had this conversation with them like time and time again about like, hey guys, like, you know, this show just like is not working. We need to do something to improve it. And it's like every time I say something, it's like in one ear and out the other. It's like I keep being like, hey guys, let's like come into the show with a positive attitude. Like, let's have a great day on Tech Talk today. No great day hat. It's just fucking constant shit. Constant fucking shit, right? And then
it just makes no sense. It's like there's gold there. There's ingredients there. All you have to do is cook. There's lazy cooks in that kitchen. They want to use the microwave, and they got all this other shit to cook with. They got all the pots and pans and ovens they need, and they choose the microwave slop. Go ahead.
And then, so I don't even know what part of the stream it is.
I cannot hear the beginning of your sentences.
So I don't even know what part of the stream this is. Doesn't fucking matter. But the most important thing, I'm looking at this screen right now. When you're looking at 2020 hashtag align, 20 hashtag decline, what in the world does that mean? As somebody who's just now tuning into the stream, I don't know what that means. I have no clue.
Wait, I just noticed that. Why is it so... First of all, I know you're... Okay, let me look at how your shit's on the screen before I talk shit.
I put mine in the corner, but I put mine a lot bigger than that.
Yeah, you know, you see how it says in big, bold letters where your shit is? Mm-hmm. Right? The rich bitch badge is just something. No, the rich bitch bag is fine. The one that you have for the NDF war, that's fine. It's big, it's bolded. It could, you could put some red. You should put a red border behind.
Because when you have other people who you can only do it in black and white. When you have other people who call in, the backgrounds fucks it up. Like it's a whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, I keep it black and white for a reason. Any other color, if somebody else calls in and they have a weird colored background, it'll fuck it up.
I didn't even think about that. Look at you being a vet. Look at you being a vet. But either way, that still helps me make my point is it's off in the corner. It doesn't even have any pizzazz to it. It has no explanation to it. Does he explain it at all? Or does he? How long does it take to explain the goal?
I'm sure they explained it at one point in time. Like I said, I missed the first hour of this. But the issue is that, as an audience member, the reason that you put the goal on the screen isn't to just remind them that there's a goal. It's so that people who are just now tuning into the stream who didn't hear you explain what the goal is can know what you have going on. I, who have just turned into this random point in the stream and looking at 20 hashtag align, 20 hashtag decline, like what could that possibly even mean?
No, I'm like, what is that? What is the hashtag about? Is that supposed to be a number? Why is it 20.00? Like I like it. Like it looks like you're about to solve a math equation.
From now until the end of the stream, Rich Bitch badges will be at $10 today only. Till now until the end of the stream.
Oh my God, Zay, we did that shit.
Okay, we're not done. We're not done.
No. I'm just talking about in general. We're still good. We chugging along. I can acknowledge the fucking last 3 hours, can I?
So let's just like play a little bit of this and just see what they have cooking. A random part of their stream. I haven't looked up a timestamp. I just picked a random part of their stream. So imagine you are somebody on YouTube and you were turning into this for the first time.
King Ranch says
if there's something work related that's bothering me.
Huh?
The goal, it says, King Ranch told me, it was to join the NDF or deny being a part of the NDF.
What is he
Or
talking
align or decline, basically.
Oh. Well, yeah, but you see how none of that's fucking clear? You see how nobody understands that? They could have put 20... Like, none of that makes sense. None of that makes sense.
They could have put NDF on the side or, like, somewhere and let them know because it's just going to be them. Not a lot of people call in. And even if they did, it wouldn't fuck them up that much. You see what I'm saying?
I just don't get. Are they doing like a goal for the next $20 decides if they align or decline the war with us? Because even then, I still don't understand what you're saying in that. Because how do you put that goal on the screen? They should make it the first 10 20s we hit, whether it's for align or decline, depending on what you put in your dono. That's what we'll do. Not hard. It's really not hard. You see how I just took a goal they had and made it into something that made sense and easily could be put out of 1 out of 10. Put align or decline in your dono, like simple as that. Like I just don't.
Bro, it's just failures. It's crop failure. Sorry,
no, but here, let's just like watch a little bit of this because these people are probably like, what are like they don't watch Tech Talk. This is a 4 a.m. show.
I will tell you what's up in the sense of I need to walk away for a little bit or I need to make sure that you're not left high and dry.
Yes, was it wrong? Yes, and am I sorry about it? Yes, I won't do it again. I will let you know. I could not see past my anger and my hurt. To be responsible. Was it stupid? Sure.
Dude, this has been 6 episodes, 6 or 7, if not more, of just every time it has been Glammy CD, it's like the first like fucking 2 hours is them hashing shit out, which would be fine if it was entertaining. The way they're doing it, it's like a therapy session I feel like I'm watching right now. It's like, oh yes, it's okay, like it's fine. Neither of them will sit there and actually say anything that they feel bad about each other. They don't critique each other. They don't act like co-hosts.
What is with all this fucking Starbucks aggression? Well, no, I'll stop. Well, you need to tell me. Well, I need to stop. Well, I'm sorry, Gregory. I will. All right. I'm very disappointed in you. I am not going to put up with this anymore. You understand? This is insolence. Like, bro, like the fuck? If you don't unguard your ass, medieval fucking, I don't know. It's garbage. It's bad. Mm-hmm. It's non-10, and I need.
Vladimir Pigeon super chatted $20. War never changes.
It was at this moment.
Vladimir Pigeon says war never changes. It never changes.
I
don't know if I did that right.
It never changes. And we are
it
about
never,
1 donation away from the war not changing.
They warn my comrades. The NDF will stand strong for Mother LCU.
Okay, well, Let me try and see. I'm gonna pull up the fucking.
Oh my god, I need to put down my vape. I wonder if I want to pay somebody to keep track of how many times I fucking hit my vape.
And then.
I bet it's like 300.
So this is the next talking point of the stream. So this is like not far off from when I come in. As you guys can see, there's an entirely new goal on the screen now. We have 0 out of 25 members for Fat Girl Summer.
No, it doesn't say for Fat Girl Summer. It just says 0 out of 25 members, Fat Girl Summer. That's what it says. It doesn't say don't give them extra. You gave them a whole extra context to that. No, and it says CD members shave.
Like the way that we're having these goals on the screen, number 1 is extremely confusing. Number 2, these goals are unoriginal, and I've had this conversation with them time and time again. Just because you see a goal work for another channel or you had a goal that worked for you 2 days ago doesn't mean you keep beating that goal to death. The only reason they're doing this shaving goal is because it worked for Buff, and I know that for a fact, but there's a point in time when I hop on this stream and I kind of read them a new one like I am right now, and I literally, the first thing I start with saying is you have 2 goals on the stream. It is currently 6:15, which it would mean that that show was 2 hours and 15 minutes in with 0 for both. Neither one of those goals had a single member towards it. 0 members were donated toward either one of these goals. Now, if me and Buff do a goal and it doesn't hit, like, usually members-wise and nobody's donating to it, like, today our goal is taking a bit longer, but people are still donating towards it, so we're leaving it up. But if we have a goal that is just not hitting, we take it off the screen and pivot. We move to something else, which is something I've told them time and time again. And I don't understand, like, what's going on over there. Like, it's like there's no, like, originality over on TikTok. They need other people to, like, walk them through everything, and that's why I think it's not working. Like, I don't know if they're going to work as co-hosts. Like, Keem, if you're watching, as someone who's been the man, I don't know if it's going to work. I'm trying to make this a stable show. I'm trying to help them. But it's like I feel like I'm talking, everything I say is falling on deaf ears when I feel like I'm not being listened to by either one of them. And I hate to say it like that. I hate to be negative about it, but.
Bro, look, this is what kills me about it. There is, like I said, there's so much gold there. There's so much wasted potential. They're not listening to you.
Or Rostov.
They're not.
He's given them the exact same advice that I've given them.
Even people that stay up that late can't really watch it. It was really good. They did so good during prime time. Even if you gave them Milker's old slot, I don't think they would survive. Even if CD-ROM could do it, and he couldn't. But, man, I don't know what you have to do. I don't care if you have to freaking take, like, 5 shots of 5-hour energy before you start it, but you need to, like, legit.
It's the opposite.
Like,
every time he needs to drink Monster and she needs to not drink Monster. But ultimately, I think it's coming down to, like, the more that I've been, like, looking at it, the more that I think that they just might not work as co-hosts. Like after last night, I was like, yeah, like, we're gonna, like, try to, like, get this to be a stable show. Like, and I'm, like, sitting there, like, thinking to myself, like, after CD-ROM left the show, I'm like, ugh, like, what are we gonna keep fucking, like, there's no chemistry between them, and that's part of the issue, right? Like, they had chemistry, like, I guess in the first week, in the very beginning, the show was, like, kind of funnier, but it's like, okay, yeah, but the chemistry fell off and it never came back, so it's like they can't just go back to that. It's just like, ugh, I don't know what to do.
Bring back fucking Gatsuatsu. Hi, I'm Gatsuatsu. Hi, I'm Gatsuatsu. Hi, everybody, I'm Gatsuatsu. What's with the Watsu? I like, if you just want to call yourself Gutsu, that's actually pretty cool. But the Gatsuatsu? Hi, everybody. I'll get my BDSM kink out on you guys. If you donate, I'll fuck myself up. If you guys drop a dono, 100 dono, I'll to myself right now.
So I want to respond to this really quickly. Banana Slice said, yeah, they were funny before the interventions. Maybe, but here's the thing. The show was still not a stable show back then. Why? They were making shit. That's the one thing. That show has never been realistically extremely monetizable. It's been one of the lowest shows since it started. And yeah, you can blame, like, the time slot for that and whatnot. But they've had episodes where they've done good at that time slot, right? So what that's telling me is it's not necessarily the time slot, but they're not putting out the content that the audience wants to pay for, because they've had nights where the audience has paid for the content. But as of recent, it's not coming anymore because nobody wants to sit there and watch two people who are supposed to be having an argument, but they're like just sitting there doing a therapy session. And then when they're not doing therapy with each other, they're sitting there reading an article that one of them cares about, the other person doesn't care at all. They're constantly interrupting each other. One person's just reading from the chat while the other one's talking about an article. There's no cohesiveness to the stream.
It's because of the what now?
We already heard it, Buff. It's fine. They heard it.
The what?
Hello, Tina. Welcome. I'm just going on a rant. I don't know. So yeah, I just don't know what to do with Tech Talk, to be honest. Like, I'm trying to think of
up,
what
Tina?
goal I could even set for them tonight that might hit. But then I'm thinking to myself also, if I come up with a goal for them, that's once again me just holding their hand again, and they're never going to do it themselves. Every time when Rastov came up with a goal for them, they just sat on that goal for a week and kept doing it every stream over and over and over again. When is it going to get to the point where they have their own ideas, their own concepts on the stream, and it doesn't feel like it's just me and Rastov like holding their hands through it?
It's not going to be like that because they can't. Like, I don't know. It's the same. Do you remember the reason why our audience wanted to go to war with Tech Talk and why they started calling him CD Haram? Aw, thank you, Tina D.
Shout out
Been
to
banned
Tina.
world for 3 months. And shout out to I can't say their name for me. I don't want to butcher it.
Erebus, welcome to Cash Cow.
Erebus. Welcome to Cash Cow. Thank you guys for the support. But no, I'm just trying to think what the fuck you could really do with them.
Right? Like, I don't even think there's like anything. Like, if I'm like looking at it right now, like, I think that might have to split them up and put them on 2 separate shows. Like, I think that the chemistry between them that might have once been there, it's gone. It's not monetizable anymore. And, like, them sitting there doing therapy isn't gonna fucking fix that. Like, it's not.
They had a core fan base that's still there, so they're not tapping into it. They're just not.
Yeah.
There's people there watching. There's people there waiting for something to pop off, but it just doesn't.
I agree.
I'm trying to think.
I don't even know who you would split them up, though, and then put them with respectively. That's part of the issue.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what would you do? Is that where we're going to put Ultra? We're going to put Ultra on Tech Talk?
Yeah, I have no clue. Thank you
Bro,
so much,
put him
Tina.
on there. See if he stays up that late, he needs to be there. Aw, thank you, Tina.
Yeah,
The
Tina
moment I
with the
close the
10.
chat,
Tina got herself on the rich bitch list for tomorrow.
Oh, Tina's a rich bitch.
In Becky's words. In Tina's words.
Tina, what's your nerd Nami pick? You have to watch a movie. You have to watch, pick a show or a movie that we have to watch. You have to do it.
Well,
you have to.
She's got 2 now because she had the upgrade and she got the 10. Gaff with the 5 said, "Oh shit, Drama Alert and Tina D are rich bitches for tomorrow's show."
Tina, you want to pet my dog?
So true.
The mask. It's not a mask, Tina. It's my chin. It's my chin. I have no chin. They took my chin away from me.
Jaded said, and Jaded is a DACA team member over on Tech Talk.
Come on, come here.
So this is a huge
brother.
opinion that I am valuing a lot. Jaded said, I agree, Zay. I don't think they mesh well together, and their show is like 2 shows that aren't related, all smashed into one. Exactly. And Jaded works very closely with them because she's on the DACA team, so she probably works with them even more than I do sometimes. And they're, like, even just seeing them talk in the docket chat, they do not get along with each other. Like, they cannot even communicate to each other like normal people. Like, they don't understand what the other person is trying to say. And it's just, I can't do it. I give up. I'm not saying I can't. I will still manage them, but I just don't know where we're going to take it from here, truly. And Rastov, if you're watching, if you have ideas, let me know. Because at this point, I think we have to split them up. Keem, Rastov, if you're watching, please, can we just split them up? I think it's better for the good of the show, for the betterment of both of them. They do not work together. Sorry. I hate to do it like that, but it's just like, I thought about it all night. Truthfully, I did, because I like told them, I promised them, like, I want to help them make their show successful, and I think the only way to make that show successful is by splitting them up and putting them on 2 different shows.
Don't we have Kuma emotes?
No, we never got the Kuma emotes because you have to send us better pictures of Kuma because the ones that you sent before, I think they came out kind of weird.
Yeah, they came off like.
Yeah, they didn't look like Kuma. So if you send me like
a
good looking picture of Kuma, I'll make
I
the
just
ones
took a
that
bunch
look
of
like
them
peach
today.
and milkshake.
I just took a bunch of them today. He's just been chilling.
I need one photo of his face and one photo of him full body, and that's it.
All right, bet. He doesn't like taking pictures and standing still for it, but I can get him laying down.
That's fine as long as he's full. My cats were laying down for the photos and it worked. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about with Tech Talk. This is like my call to both Keem and Rastov to split them up. I think that's literally just what has to happen. It might be fucked that I did it in that way, but
People got some jokes in the chat, man. That's so funny as hell.
always
I love our chat. I love our chat. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. Hit the like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for sticking around for us. We're going to war with Nightmare's ego today.
Well, hopefully we are 120 away. I believe.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me go get my fucking. We talking shit about fucking CD's fucking charisma. Hold on. Let me get my fucking drink.
He's like, for this one, I need the true charisma. Glamby is pure stress. I think, honestly, both of them stress each other out too much to even work with each other. Like, it's not even just Glammy. Like, CD stresses out Glammy, and Glammy stresses out CD. Like, they need... Like, both of them are very stressful people to work with, honestly, and they both need separated and to find somebody that's okay with working with the stressful person for each one of them. Because both of them are hard to work with. I'm just being honest. Maybe Glammy and Wonder Woman together? Not a worse idea.
Beer 30 Clop super chatted $19.99. You're going to war.
We're going to war, Buff!
This is a fuck ton of pre-workout. I'm not gonna die, but I'm doing this for the NDF.
Hell yeah. Why was it in like the cutest little cup? He's like, look at my little teacup.
I went through a tea phase, and I have a lot of teapots and teacups. That's a weeb lore. I'm really into tea. I love jasmine tea. I used to buy a bunch of jasmine flowers and brew them together with a whole bunch of this tea I used to get from this home company. I don't know where it was, but it was actually a house that used to mail me tea through this tea service. I think it's called Humbled Tea. I used to love it. I still love tea. I almost burned my house down 3 times over tea. Because I'll start boiling a pot, and then I'll get really high, and then I'll go to sleep, and then I'll wake up, and my house is smoky. It's happened 3 times. Oolong, I love oolong. Ugh. Don't start me talking about tea. You want to know why? The fucking caffeine's picked in. It's time for all the NDF supporters. You can leave. You want to know why? Because I want to see nothing but NDF badges. Sow your pride. Give your hearts to the cause. Rastov.
Yo, what's up?
Rastov.
Did you hear what I was saying about Tech Talk? Oh, you're showing up.
You're doing IRL content? Are you gonna do jumping jacks?
Nah, bro. What's up? What you need?
Look at your hair.
So I was saying that I
fun.
think we should split up Glammy and CD.
Yeah, I think they've ruined it, and I don't think that they're mature enough to figure it out on their own.
I agree. I think both me and you have spent too much time like with them both on and off air trying to figure out some cohesiveness of the show, but they're too stressful of people to work with each other, let alone be in the same vicinity of each other. Like they need to be split up to be able to be successful.
Yeah, they're not going to be honest with each other, so I don't know what else to do.
I think we should bring it up to Keem. I don't know what you think.
I think so.
Do it.
But I'm not gonna lie. People look at it like Glammy's the anchor, and that she's gonna be the one to be taken out. So I don't know. Because when I watch it, it looks like she's the one with the biggest problem. If I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
See, do you think that CD held it down good on those days when he was alone?
Oh, he made a shitload of money by himself. Like I even said to Glammy, I was like, it's good that you came back on the day that you came back because he was killing it by himself.
Yeah.
Like that cop stuff was hilarious.
Oh, it was perfect. No, he's good. He's good, but I don't know what the fuck. They both have really good cringy chemistry. I saw it. I saw the sparks. I saw the fire, but it just fizzled out.
Yeah, but the fun has been taken out of it from Glammy, so now she doesn't know how to come back.
Yeah, and it's
He's
built a
he's
wedge
the same.
between them. He's like they said last night, they both feel like they're walking on eggshells with each other constantly because of all this shit that's happened. I'm thinking to myself, Tech Talk is 4 hours, right? Split up the time slot.
Yep.
Give 2 hours potentially to Glammy and Wonder Woman, see how that does. Give 2 hours to CD and Ultra and see how that does.
Perfect.
CD and Ultra?
Yeah. Because CD and Ultra already have this like weird CD doesn't really like Ultra that much, and I feel like it might be funny because he's kind of cringy, almost like Glammy was, and he might not know as much about tech, so it could be interesting.
Bruh, I would love to manage Ultra and them.
You know what? That ain't a bad idea. Maybe we'll give that a crack tonight and see how that goes.
I think
and we can have battle of the nerds. See who can manage a show better, Buff or Zay. I like it. I love it.
You want to try it, Buff?
I gotta start taking naps. I'm gonna do it.
You gotta stay up till 6
Look at him. He
tonight.
looks keen as. He looks keen as fuck.
I got it. Let's do this shit. We're going to war.
I sound okay? Is it?
Yeah, you do. This is perfect. No. Oh, by the way, we had some people say something. Gav with the 2 said, I believe that Rastof's in the most racist city in New Zealand.
No, I'm in the most progressive city in New Zealand.
Scream gay is okay to prove it.
What?
No, well, no, we gotta wait for somebody. If somebody does it before we get out. But by the way, Rastov. So what's going on with your baby? What's going on with your baby?
With my baby? You mean Aussie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
What's going on with your baby, man? The fuck's going on there?
Don't even like.
Can I ask you a real question, Rastov?
Yeah.
When are you getting rid of the steak?
You don't like steak?
No.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
He's part of the war plans.
I think he's trying pretty hard.
Hey, he was possibly part of the war plans. I didn't officiate it yet. I like steak, but
No, he's boring. He's fucking boring. Just be honest. It's boring.
I
don't think he's boring. Show, he's boring.
I don't think he's boring.
Look, there's a part of me that is like, you know what? Take me off the main show and just put me back on Aussie by myself, and I'll fucking resurrect that shit.
Hey, did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? That you don't have the power to take him off, and this is his show now, or something like that.
Interesting. I mean, maybe I don't.
Don't quote me on that. That may not be exactly.
I feel like I heard that myself as well. I feel like I heard that
myself
too.
I'm not stirring the shit a little bit. We're at war, and I'm dark chiniest now. Do you see what they did to me? We're both chinless brothers now. I lost my chin. I lost my chin just like you.
Brutal. It's brutal.
They don't realize all the stretchiness went to your neck. It happens when because we both went from being really skinny people to really big people. I just went back to being small again.
Yeah, I'm working on it. But yeah, you guys that need anything else? I gotta go keep getting ready, and it's cold as fuck, so I want to get back in this warm car.
No problem. Nobody donated for you to do jumping jacks. Take it out, bro. Get out.
Fuck that. I wouldn't have done it anyway, Bob.
He's like the same my show. Well, Gaff just said at Jaded's Glammy / Wonder Woman and Buff is managing to clear it up. So I'm going to be managing Glammy and Wonder Woman. He's going to be managing CD and Ultra for a night. Not sure how we're going to split this up, though, because can CD will only be able to do the first time slot because of his job, but can he run OBS? I think so. So we're going to have CD run OBS with Ultra, and then for Glammy and Wonder Woman, I don't know who will have run OBS, maybe Wonder Woman.
It's probably gonna be make it Glammy.
Yeah, but
don't do it in easy mode. You don't get easy mode. Make it Glammy.
Not easy mode is making
That's
it
easy
Glammy
mode.
because Glammy's gonna want
You don't
to
get
run
easy
OBS.
mode.
Easy mode is making it Glammy. Hard mode is making it Wonder Woman, who has not ever run OBS before, but has the setup to do so. And Glammy gets very stressed out when she runs OBS. So that's one of the things I've always wanted, is to take her off of OBS over there. But CD was saying before that he wasn't sure if he could do it. CD doesn't have the internet to run OBS, but he ran OBS when Glammy wasn't here.
I'm gonna have to take.
He did shows by himself, so he definitely ran OBS, so he can do it. I don't see why he can't.
It's gonna make me sleep through Rewind. I'll do it.
Split Fry said Glammy and Wonder Woman shouldn't work together. I'm trying it out, honestly. I don't know what else to do. It was a suggestion, and I feel like they have the type of personalities where they both want to talk about girly stuff or whatever, so maybe that will work. Celebrity gossip is something that Glammy has wanted to cover. Wonder Woman seems like the type of person to be really interested in that. I could see it working. I don't know what else to do, guys. Truthfully.
Bro, I'm gonna turn Ultra into an Ultra Saiyan, bro. I'm gonna make that motherfucker. We going through training arc. Bro, and by the way, I know we were sidetracked from this, by the way, but I don't know if you guys know this, but we're at war! I'm sorry to scream in your ear with the NDF. Come on, we got about 20 minutes, and we killed this shit, Zay. W's in the chat. I know I just said NDS, but W's real quick, because we killed this shit, Zay.
4-hour stream, after this,
back to back.
We're going to make them panic. They're going to panic. They're going to have a whole thing about this. They have always said they don't want to split up all this shit, but it's just not working. I don't know what else to do. They can't make it work themselves.
Look, after this, we got to talk about our war plan, okay? Okay? All right?
To war.
Lala, Buff, stop yelling is stupid. Am I yelling too much for you, Lala? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry we're not test. I'm sorry we're not test and we're not super quiet for no reason. I'm sorry. My bad. They have the best audio in the LCU. Isn't that fucked up, bro?
I'm not gonna lie, you just sent me to the mood with that. Yo, can I talk about one of your good topics that's actually really interesting that doesn't have a picture?
You hurt my ears. Okay, Lala, if I hurt your ears, I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry. Lala, I'm sorry. Sorry.
How about Glammy and Sweet Tea? I actually don't hate that idea. Maybe we'll see how Glammy and Wonder Woman do tonight, but I know that Sweet Tea can't run OBS, so I think we'll see how Glammy and Wonder Woman do tonight, but I know Sweet Tea is also in the potential running for dolls at the moment, so maybe we'll test that out. But I want to give Wonder Woman and Glammy the chance first. I just said Wonder Woman and Sweet Tea. I meant Wonder Woman and Glammy, yeah.
Ooh, you got a Freudian slip there, didn't you? Yeah, I know what you're really thinking about. I know what I'm thinking about.
What's up?
Just go ahead and turn your volume down. I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds because there's a delay.
Should be good now.
We go to war today. Are you ready? It's coming. Oh my God. Can I do it one more time, please?
Sure. Go ahead. Fuck it.
We go to war with ego, with Nightmare's ego.
Is Wonder Woman ready? Hit her up ASAP. Actually, that's a really good question. What I want y'all to do right now, at Wonder Woman, at Ultra in the main chat, let them know that they should come on, because that would be fantastic if they haven't done so already, because I would love to know if they're down for this, because we are already making the plans for it as if they are, but these are also weird time slots. I also think Wonder Woman can do that time slot because she's on a New Zealand time zone, so I think that's like more of a normal time for her, maybe. I could be wrong. I don't know. We're gonna get this figured out, though.
We gotta go to war with Tess. Aussie's not here. So wait, are they go? So what's? Oh no, never mind.
Oh,
sorry.
We got CD in the comments who said panic. Yeah, that's a word. So he's
Rewind's
watching.
going
CD's
4
aware.
hours, right?
Rewind's going 4 hours. Yeah, because Aussie's banned. Oh, we should talk about that just a little bit.
I know we never got time. But you just wanted to go off on that. Like Nightmare, I'm not gonna lie, pissed me off, so I completely forgot about it. So like legit. So I was gonna TLDR. Steak said the F slur, and I'm pretty sure Twiggy probably egged it on because knowing Twiggy. But if you didn't, I'm sorry. This is alleged, but I know what he did say. He said that, and so Aussie is banned temporarily because it's ran by a couple fucktards, but one smart fucktard. And one of the fucktards is gonna be like, I looked up to you. Why are you talking shit about me, bro? It was because I just don't like the way you tilt your head back when you talk. That really it really bothers me. Like in the middle of him talking, it'd be like,
Twiggy was timed out first, apparently, is what Gav just said.
Hi guys, we're on LOL call Aussie.
I hate that when he says LOL, kind of like, oh, so cringe.
It scratches a part in my brain that hurts.
Makes me like cringe. But like, okay, I just want to say one thing. I've heard about this shit going on in the VCs. Obviously,
Steak, you're still cool, but I just like doing this.
I'm not the community manager. I'm not Keem, and when I hear about stuff like this, all I can do is report it to a mod, right? So I have heard a little bit about the VCs getting turned into, once again, a good old boys club, and that some slurs have been thrown around in some VCs and whatnot. So I did hear about this situation before it actually came to head. And I just want to say, Nerds VC, I have not been in there as much as of recent, but y'all better be on your best fucking behavior.
I'm in there.
If I hear that any shit like that is going down in Nerds VC, you are kicked from Nerds permanently. I'm not fucking with that shit in my VC. I haven't been there as much because I have a lot of shit going on. But just so you know, I got eyes and ears everywhere. And I will make sure you are the first person gone from that shit. I'm not fucking with that shit in my VC. Take it over to Aussie, apparently, because that's where they want.
If you don't calm your sassy mom ass the fuck down, I'm there. I'm the one starting the horrible shit. Okay? All right?
Yeah, well, it better.
I don't know what's happening when I'm not there, so the other people that when I'm not there, listen to what she said.
Which means Buff also, no more fucking being edgy fucking bullshit. I don't want that shit in the Nerds VC. Take it to Aussie if you're gonna be edgy. Jokes are one thing, but slurs, absolutely not.
Ain't nobody saying slurs. No.
Not in our VC, but I'm saying we get a little edgy. Our VC gets a little edgy sometimes, but that's
no.
Cut it there. That's where
I'm the only one that does it. And I'm the only one that's allowed. Because it's my VC as well. We are twin kings of this VC.
Purple Flurp said, how spicy can we get? Like, you guys, I'm cool with a joke. Like, humor is, like, obviously...
Don't backpedal on your mama business. She got strict as fuck.
No. I'm saying humor is obviously, like, okay, but no slurs. I'm very fucking, like, so serious, no slurs. If the joke is, like, so far that everybody in the VC goes, no, then you're, like, gonna have to sit out for 5 minutes, okay? Like,
yeah, we'll time you out. If you make it, if it's funny, you're good. If it's not, we'll time you out. That's
if
basically
the entire
how the
VC goes, yeah, you're getting a 5-minute timeout. That's pretty much how we're gonna operate with that. Can you slur in French? No, I speak French, bitch. Try me. We got Spanish and French covered in the Nerds VC.
If you're like just saying slurs in different languages and other people in the other language know what you said and you get a timeout, that's on you. She ain't telling me what to do, but I agree exactly what she wants to do, if you get what I'm saying.
10 for a vamp wheel, Goff, if you want to run it. If anyone wants to run a vamp wheel, we've got about 15 minutes left. It's $10 for a spin.
This last 15 minutes, we should have been rallying, bro.
We are rallying, but he asked a question.
Why is the fucking chat not filled with NDF crest? Why are we not talking about the war plan on Test? Why are we not talking about the war plan on Nightmare's ego? Because he thinks he's the only one and Josh will save him.
I'm going to answer this one more question. What the fuck did I get timed out for, Zay? Do you think that I'm the only person that times people out? I'm so sick of this. I'll go to other channels, whatever, and I'm like a mod on another channel, and somebody will be like, you timed me out on Nerds. No, I didn't. I'm in the middle of hosting a fucking show. I have about 5-6 mods in the chat right now. They timed you out. I don't know what dumbass shit you said. Why? Because they timed you out before I could see it. So don't fucking ask me. Don't fucking blame me. Blame the mods who think you're a fucking dumbass retard. Don't say it again, whatever you said. You know what you said because the message got deleted. Retard.
You're so fucking spicy lately, and I love that shit. Keep going.
Sorry,
talk shit to these retards.
I can't take these like fucking sped ass fucking people sometimes. I'm like,
I love how you call people sped. I love that. That makes that is a whole different vernacular I didn't grow up with, and I lost my faith.
From living in the Northeast, I got that from New York, definitely.
You're so fucking sped.
It works though, you know.
You said that shit to me, and I'm like, what the fuck did you say?
It works.
What do you mean I'm sped? You calling me fast?
Okay. First Vamp Wheel, let's go. I put a bunch of topics, by the way, Gaff, in the Vamp Wheel section of the docket that I really want on this Vamp Wheel soon.
Did you know that Ronald Reagan created cyberpunk? Oh, you don't believe me? Well, the folks creating cyberpunk in the 80s just looked at the world around them and cranked it to 11. Giant megacorps. That's just the wave of corporate consolidation that came through as the Reagan administration lowered enforcement on the merger and monopoly laws. Privatized everything? A reflection of the Reagan administration shutting down public services and contracting them to private business instead. What about cyber psychos? Well, those come straight from Reagan closing mental institutions in California and the brand new American fear of meeting, quote, crazy people on the street. How about Arasaka, you ask? Well, they're a reflection of the fear that when Reagan's huge budget deficits turned the US from the world's largest creditor to the world's largest debtor, Japanese companies were going to economically take over the US. And the concept of our heroes being on the down and out. Well, it is in the Reagan era that income inequality really begins to skyrocket. Cyberpunk is that just taken to its logical extreme. See, our founder James spent the last few years building the Cyberpunk card game, which we can finally talk about because it just got announced. Definitely check it out here. And every time he'd run into something in Cyberpunk, he'd realize this is just a supersized version of the 80s. So he talked to Mike Podsmith. And then Mike was like, yeah, I'm not actually a futurist. I just tried to warn everybody about what would happen if everything we were doing right then turned out as badly as possible. So thanks, Reagan, for Cyberpunk 2025.
Yeah.
Well, I don't feel like somebody just found a reason to blame everything on Reagan. They made a lot of good points. And not a lot of like actual facts about Reagan and the Reagan administration at the time, but what their policies that they caused, that's why they have the term Reaganomics. But like, I think somebody just found a way like just to like be like, no, this is this is that, this is this. But like Reagan did fuck up a lot of things, but like I don't think any president's been good. There's a lot instead of FDR. FDR was based. FDR was the best.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Am I wrong about that? There's nobody can say FDR is not the best president. Can we clone FDR?
I should know my American history better than I do know it. I'll say that. I know about Nixon. I could tell you a lot about Richard Nixon and him only.
You only know about Richard Nixon because of Futurama, like almost everybody else.
I know about Richard Nixon because I got stuck doing a 6-month project on him when I was in 8th grade that I took so seriously. Watergate was about those stupid fucking tapes that he was fucking recording shit in fucking private offices that he shouldn't have been fucking recording. I know. Gaff said, the John Pondsmith guy that they mentioned is the OG creator of Cyberpunk in the 1980s. He said that it was specifically about the scaled up impact of Reagan. So it was exactly related to Reaganomics, which I think is really
so never mind. So that guy isn't tripping. So no, this video is factual as fuck.
It's kind of how you see a lot of video
nothing
games,
he said that Reagan did was wrong. Like nothing he said was like inaccurate. So I'm sorry, keep going.
It's kind of how you see a lot of games mimicking pyramid schemes as well. Like they'll do like the economics of the game like follows with a pyramid scheme, if that makes sense. Do you get what I'm saying with that?
Yeah, bro. You ever been a part of a pyramid scheme? I almost did.
Almost got wrapped up in that Cutco pyramid scheme that like they came to like my high school and a bunch of kids from my high school did the Cutco thing, but I was smarter than that because to me, I know how sales jobs work because my grandma did sales for a lot of years, and so like she had this really cool business where she did presents and then wrapped them in a balloon, okay? And that was her business for a lot of years, which I always thought was really cool. But from her, I learned a lot about it. And I remember thinking, I'm like, okay, this is not even commissions based. Like, it's semi-commissions based, but it's more reliant on who I get into this program for Cutco, and that just doesn't seem right.
I'll tell you my story. It goes really quick because we don't have that much time. Okay, so there's really this jack dude at the fucking gym, and he was giving out free, what's it called, protein powder, like little vials and shit, right? He was giving out these people saying like, man, you can learn to sell these supplements and, you know, it can get you into learning how to be a trainer. And then, you know, take these supplements like I do. You'll be just as jacked as me. Comes to find out that this man just takes steroids and he was an Herbalife fucking salesman.
It's just as bad. Herbalife, Cutco, and Monat are the top 3, I swear.
Yep, they are. I'm like, that shit's fucking crazy.
Orderly, chaotic. MLMs is just a nice way to say pyramid scheme, by the way. MLM, multi-level marketing, is literally just pyramid scheme wrapped up in a pretty little bow so that, you know, when they present you something like Monat, when they present you something like Cutco, when you look it up and you see all these things saying it's a pyramid scheme, they'll be like, no, these are just haters. This is a multi-level marketing thing. These are the haters that didn't build their business up. They're not girl bosses like you. That's how they always
And look how much money I made. They just mad they couldn't cut it in here. All that bullshit. They'll gaslight the fuck out of you. And you know what the funniest thing is? All it is about you. It's not about selling the product. It's about finding more people to sell the product. Because the more people you would recruit under you to sell the stuff that you have, clears the shit. It's horrible. It will end in everybody becoming a marketer. Do not become part of a MLM. You will never end. It's basically the Borg. It's basically the fucking Borg from Star Trek.
Yes, Sally Mae is another huge one. Like those middle-aged women selling makeup on Facebook. Sally Mae is another huge MLM pyramid scheme. I'll say it confidently. I don't care.
My cousin got wrapped up in that shit.
Yeah, it's actually more people. There was a girl from my high school who recently like got wrapped up in that Monat shit, and she tried to like get me to buy it. And the first thing I said to her, I was like, "Shorty, you know you're in a pyramid scheme." And then she sent me back this like long thing explaining how it wasn't a pyramid scheme, and I was just like, "Yeah, blocked. You're long
She's
gone."
like, hey, you know what they probably did? They probably gave her instructions like, if anybody calls this an MLM, just copy paste this, and then it like probably has like little inserts and shit. Probably exactly what the fuck she did.
This is a really interesting comment that I want to answer. Totally unrelated, but Jay Warren said, Zay, do you think being a boss or a mother is more important as a woman, or do you think it's subjective from person to person? Obviously, it's subjective from person to person, but to me, being a mother is more important. That's always like the want that I've had as a woman, and to me, like that's what will make me feel like I have a fulfilled life one day is by having kids. But for some women, they like to work, and that's up to them. But for me, I want to be a mother one day. I like that question. That was really interesting.
That is. Did you say you want to be a mom?
Yeah, of course I want to be a mom. I'm a cat mom. You think I don't want to be a mom? I want to see my cats playing with my babies.
Ew.
He's like, ew. I want babies. Like, I have baby fever so bad. But I need a house first. I can't have kids until I have a house. I'm set on that. Otherwise, I'd have a baby right now.
Oh my God. If I didn't respect you, I would have made the joke I always make when a girl says that. Oh my God. Oh. I am evolving so much. You guys have no idea. I will tell you guys about that in the VC later. Man, I want to have a VC party after this, but I literally have to go to sleep. Maybe an hour.
Yeah, Jay Warren, honestly, pets are like the responsibility of a kid, and I have 2 cats right now. So to be honest, I don't need another one.
Bro, that shit's funny as hell. But then I said, say it. No, I'm not. It's bad. It's really bad. It's really bad. I probably shouldn't just say it at all in general. But, oh my God. 4 hours. I'm sorry.
Mama's the bomb. Shout out to you. She said, why not have both? I'm a kick-ass mom with a kick-ass career. I work from home most days. Hell yeah. See, I support that as well. Like, if you want to be a mom who works, because I feel like maybe one day when I have kids, I might still want to work. But it's hard to say because I'm not like a mom yet. You know, I'm just a cat mom. And being a cat mom, I do enjoy still working. So maybe I would. It's hard to say. It's a fun little theoretical, though. I love little questions like that.
If she gets pregnant, she's going to look like a completely different person after. Like, you're not even going to recognize her. It's crazy. It's like your second stage. It's just the trauma of birth and having a fucking life form inside you. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Definitely wild, but I guess.
I'm sorry, I'm just stuck at it. I'm like, you're going to look so different, because I know so many skinny girls that got pregnant and they just look completely different after. Like,
yeah, I had this friend who got pregnant when she was in high school, and like when she had her baby bump, she was like really skinny still, and it looked like kind of funny, like, but in a cool way. Like, we were really happy for her when she had her kid, but...
Bro, like, women transform when they get pregnant. I don't get what the fuck it is. Oh my God, damn. Everything goes in overdrive.
Yeah.
We can talk more about anatomy. I love prenatal science. It's crazy.
Yeah, I love getting into like a little sciencey or like whatchamacallit. What kind of topics would you call it? Like psychological or just like.
I wish we'd get up.
theoreticals.
We have to start with drama and stuff, but it just maybe we could sit at that for like Sundays, because man, as soon as we get so many blinkers and I've taken so many rips, I go from like, oh my god, I love theoretical science to, yeah, the quantum thing be like shit like sparkles and shit, bro. That shit's like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But no, like, Span NBF, we're not fucking done today. Do you not know what we're going for? I saved up all my personal energy for this very moment. And now that we have 3 minutes left, I will strike. I will calm down so I'm not yelling too much. I want to see nothing but NDF. Can we see that? We're going to war, people. And I've built my energy up just to tell you. The NDF will rise. Nightmare, do you not know what's coming for you, you dippity flippity little piece of shit? Your ego is going down. You think you're gonna run a show by yourself? It's done. Do you not know what's coming? Are you ready? It's coming. It's coming. You know what's coming? War. War is coming. And I don't give a fuck what the fuck you said. We're gonna, ooh, bro. Ooh. Bro, hurry up. Hit the like button, bro. Zay, what the fuck? We need to, what are you doing?
Oh, sorry.
I
had to make sure I had everything
have
set.
to
They were asking me if I had the redirect. I was like, yeah, I have the redirect. I was making sure I had everything set.
Yeah, you act like we're not at war. Do I need to bring back Darth Chinius? Can I get 66 in the chat? If we need to go order 66 on Nightmare's bitch ass, do I have to do it? Bro, I'm not fucking playing, bro. We're not playing. I'm gonna get my nappy naps. I'm gonna get my sleepy sleeps.
Yeah, you better.
And I'm gonna get all my munchies and crunchies. Bro, what are you talking about, huh? What are you talking about?
We got a show to manage later. You better get ready. We gotta make sure Wonder Woman and Ultra are ready for their show.
Get the fuck out of here, Zay. Get the fuck out of here, Zay. Get out of here, Zay.
Alrighty. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's episode of Lolcow Nerds. We are once again at war, and we will be coming for Nightmare and his big ass, humongous ass ego. Gaffagarian with the 5 said, so all of you nerds, tune into test tonight so we can see how Nightmare capitalizes on this, responds to this content. War. Apparently he doesn't even want to respond, so shit. Easy dub, I'll take it. But, nerds, we will see you again back tomorrow at 2 p.m. It should not be a 4-hour show tomorrow, but who knows? Never know in the LCU. Should just be happening. So, make sure you're going over and tuning into a Lolcow Live right now and seeing what Rastov and Boogie have cooked up for you guys today. The redirect is definitely set, so I'm going to get you guys transferred over there now, and we will see you tomorrow.